Mazikowski throws down Rice. Another hit. And again, it looks like...
Because look at all that silk that he has right now. Unbelievable stick handling. And he scored.
Kenny took that one.
There goes Sargent on the breakaway. Sargent, huge pad save by Joey Hall.
Menez gets it to Beneshevich. Here he comes, and he jukes and he scores. Sam Beneshevich finally gets one.
Today to the Raleigh Iceplex. It's a great night for hockey, absolutely. Zach Solai here alongside Logan Ward for tonight's broadcast. We got a lot going on tonight, but first we got to talk about some of the bigger things involving NC State hockey. Logan, the backyard brawl was an absolutely outstanding game. We can't talk enough about it. 9-5 victory over UNC Chapel Hill. It was a game in which State kind of let up, didn't give Joey Hall a lot of help, but all in all, what does it mean going into this game? Looking back at the backyard brawl, what are some of the big takeaways from that game?
The big takeaways were how dominating the offense was for the Ice Pack. Once they got things going in the second and third periods, they didn't let up, and really the offense was the reason they won. Like you said, Joey Hall not getting a lot of support from his defense, but they still did a passable job. If your offense scores 9 points, though, it's kind of hard to lose. So just having your offense being that productive, really it shows how good this team has been so far and why they've remained undefeated so far.
Speaking of good, there's a lot of players tonight we have on our to-watch list from both teams tonight. UNC Charlotte is coming in, of course, 6-3-1 on the very young season in the ACCHL. Reigning champions, can't say that enough. They are a daunting team last year. State did end up beating them, but one player to watch tonight is a player that had a hat trick in last year's game, Andrew Miller. Logan, we talked a little bit about Andrew before the beginning of this broadcast. There's a lot to say about him, his leadership, everything like that, but 16 goals on the season. He's an offensive machine.
No, he's absolutely incredible, and you can't deny the impact that just his offense alone will have. Not to say anything about his leadership or any other skills that he brings to this team. We don't see him on a nightly basis, but really just seeing that offensive impact that he has on the Charlotte team, he can lead by example, if nothing else.
He's going to be a great one as well. I believe as well he has around 8 assists. He's also a playmaker as well, but a couple players we have on our NC State watch list tonight. Alex Vedetta came out of nowhere. He played with the team last year. He's having a pretty good season thus far. 2 goals and an assist on a 2-game goal streak, of course, last game. You can't talk enough about that goal that he had. A face-off win by Matt Costigan led to a beautiful backhand shot. Logan, to have a depth player like that score, he will be in the lineup tonight, but talking about that, what does that mean to have your depth rise up? Because usually you'd be looking to the top at Sam Beneshevich, Nikita Anastradov. You have Alex Vedetta scoring now. What does that mean?
It's really just, it shows how deep this team really is. And it's something that we've seen all season, and it's been a theme that really pervades this team. You've got any player can score on any given night. And I believe we've said all the time about how it's a team with 4 first lines and that all of these players are ready to score at any given moment. So really just having that depth really proves why this team has been so successful.
Players, well, we're really excited about Vedetta. He was one of the primary players on the promotions for this week as well. Everybody was excited to see Alex Vedetta score again. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. We'll find out for sure. Another player to watch tonight is Trevor Merchant. Yeah. Now, a lot of people may not have recognized this in the backyard brawl, but that one goal that was scored by Tyler Alfonzetti could not have happened without Trevor Merchant's interception at the blue line. Talk about his play as of late.
He's really just done a wonderful job. He was very quiet to begin the season. We didn't call his name a lot because he just wasn't as active in special teams and, again, cutting off passes. That was something he did a great job of in the backyard brawl. And, again, that leadership that he brings and experience that he also brings to this Ice Pack team, it really shows because when he plays, and especially of late, the team just gets better.
Andrew Miller, of course, is UNC Charlotte's most dominant player, but we can't go without talking in our pregame without NC State's dominant player, Sam Beneshevich. We have a lot to talk about him, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest thing is the fact that he has had points in every single game this season. A 9-game point streak and an 8-game goal streak. He has 13 goals, 10 assists, 23 points in 9 games played. Logan, holy moly.
Just an absolutely incredible performance. It's what we expected from him, though, honestly. He's the veteran leader of this team. He's been a great contributor to this team for years now, and he really is the face of this team. He's what you think of when you think of Ice Pack hockey. So just having his presence and his offensive capabilities and his leadership all around, he's a wonderful player for this team.
Leith Jadala out tonight with an upper body injury, a big loss for the Ice Pack. Eric Todd will be stepping in on that first line alongside Nikita Anastratov and, of course, Sam Beneshevich. Leith Jadala, of course, was a player that we talked about a little bit this year, took a little bit of a hiatus from his education and playing and everything like that. He came back, stepped in, looked like he didn't miss a day of practice. 10 goals on the year. You know, we looked at the dynamic duo from last year with Sam Beneshevich and Luis Jimenez. Jadala and Beneshevich were forming yet another dynamic duo. What does Jadala's loss mean, at least for tonight?
Well, it's really a loss of points in particular. He's done a great job on the offensive end, but also his passing has really just been a great facet to this team. All around play, he's just been fantastic. Again, coming in after that little bit of a hiatus, you weren't sure how he was going to do, but this season he's really proven to be a great contributor to this team. So his loss means a lot to this team, and it really falls to Todd to see how he does in replacing Jadala. But if he's able to replace him and give the output that Jadala has all season long, Ice Pack shouldn't have any problems.
A lot of new things are happening, ladies and gentlemen, and the newest thing is, well, it's No Shave November. We have a new look on the PackTV broadcast here. We're going to take a look at some of the new stats for the goaltenders after this break, and Logan's 3 keys right here on PackTV. You know, one little tidbit that never gets old, Logan. Hockey is a very cold sport. And I can't talk about that enough. It's played on ice. So what else can you expect? Zach Sawai alongside Logan Worth. Hockey is one of the more fitting sports for the wintertime, the fall time, of course. But, of course, you can't get away from that. Thanksgiving Day football coming up as well. You also have some hockey Thanksgiving Day matches, of course. But going into the holidays, State has about 5 games left before the end of the semester, before they go into that long break in which they can eat and celebrate and eat whatever they have on Thanksgiving, whether that be turkey or protein shakes. I don't know what hockey players eat. I mean, I don't know. But the final 5 games of the season, you have tonight against Charlotte. Next weekend, they go on the road against Delaware and Georgetown. PackTV will not be covering those games, but be sure to stay tuned on Twitter to the NC State Hockey Twitter. Following that, they'll be playing Wake Forest, and then finally to cap off UNC Chapel Hill, once again at the Backyard Brawl. What does the schedule mean going forward, Logan?
Really, they've just got to do a solid job closing out the semester strong. If they win these 5 games and go into the little bit of a break undefeated, that really is a huge boost to morale, and you're always playing on defense. You've got to protect that undefeated record and continue doing a great job, which they've done so far. But if they can keep this momentum rolling, who knows really what can happen.
Charlotte, as well as an interesting schedule. We'll be talking about that going into the broadcast, but goaltenders, defense, offense, this is going to be a big tilt tonight. Charlotte's going to be trying to going 7-3-1 instead of 6-4-1. State going to try to be going 10-0. In terms of standings, Charlotte is currently, I believe, now I say believe a little bit sparsely. The ACC is a little bit confusing in terms of points. As you might have seen on Twitter, if you follow anything that's going on, it's very confusing. We're going to report to the best of our knowledge. So as of right now, we can say with mostly confidence, Charlotte is at the top of the Carolina West Division in terms of how many games they've played against divisional opponents. State is probably at the top of the Carolina East Division. In terms of division leaders, this is a big tilt tonight.
Absolutely. And again, Charlotte, the defending champs, against the new hot up-and-comer in the Ice Pack. Really, that's just what you want to see. This is the game that you want to see. 2 exciting, really talented teams just going head-to-head. I think that's what we're going to see out here at the Iceplex.
Coach Gazil hopes to lead his team tonight to a 10-0 record. We'll be right back with Puck Drop. I still need to take a speaking class from last time. We'll be right back here on PackTV.
Well, we're here. It is cold. It is November 2nd here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward for tonight's matchup. A lot of quick things to talk about. Of course, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of all things as they come. But the biggest thing tonight is the fact, as we talked about, Daniel Ritter getting the start for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Joey Hall getting the start for the NC State Ice Pack. They're now introducing the players on the ice. And as we talked about in a little bit in the pregame, Nikita Anastratov, Sam Beneshevich, Eric Todd at the top top forward unit for Coach Gazzillo tonight. Cam Mazikowski and Ellis Rusher, the top D unit for tonight. Looks like Sam Beneshevich did not take part in No Shave November. Even I took part in it. Now I kind of feel left out. I'm not going to lie. Sam Beneshevich now coming up. One of the heralded players for NC State. Will not be surprised whatsoever if his jersey number is retired by the end of his career.
Yeah, no, he's just been an incredible impact on this Ice Pack team. Really, he means so much to this team, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see his number retired at the very end of his career, which he's had a really impressive one. Again, we talked about him last year as part of a dynamic duo. We talked about him this year as part of the new dynamic duo. Really, we talk about him every year and just how much he really brings to this team in terms of offense, leadership, and just everything.
The national anthems now will be coming on in the arena. We're going to take a quick break right here. Home of the Wolfpack chance now arise here. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward for PackTV. Players about to take the ice here for the beginning of this game. For UNC Charlotte, for all you fans watching, we want to thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast. Be sure to tweet us at Into the Pack or my personal Twitter at the official ZMP. If I'm getting any of these names pronounced wrong, I want to make sure that I'm providing appropriate coverage. I know this is a huge event, and you guys have a great play-by-play broadcaster, and I believe his name is Greg Manischewitz. I may have gotten that name mixed up too, so if you heard that wrong, please let me know. But the guys have an incredible fan base, incredible season as of last year, and tonight we're going to see a brand new Ice Pack team take on a virtually brand new Charlotte team. On that top unit, we have Andrew Miller, Greg Driscoll, and Chase Reardon. On defense, we have Patrick Salfia alongside Matt Shriver. And of course, in goal tonight is number 30, Daniel Ritter. And off the draw, here we go. UNC Charlotte will win that one. We want to welcome you to the Iceplex. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward for tonight's tilt. Now as the puck is contained back in the neutral zone by Salfia, Cam Mazikowski will gather it back in the corner. Cam Mazikowski has actually now been registering some points as of late, has been out of the score sheet for some time, but he has been coming back out on top. Cam this year has a goal and 3 assists, 4 points in his 9 games that have been played, as Beneshevich now carries it through, makes a move, can he make something happen? And he shoots and he scores! Sam Beneshevich makes no mistake early, 1-0 Ice Pack.
Absolutely incredible play there from Beneshevich. Really just jetting to the front of the net right there, just squeeze it past. Nothing really could be done there. Incredible play from an incredible player.
Captain Clutch comes in clutch once again. Logan, we didn't talk about it tonight, but as always, one of our primary goals is to talk about if the Ice Pack are able to register a goal within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Talk about the first 23 seconds.
No kidding, honestly. Absolutely incredible play there. Again, Beneshevich just really doing it all himself, jetting it past that defense.
We're going to wait on the official assists on that play. We're going to see what happens here. Now icing out for the NC State Ice Pack, Alfonzetti, Kinney, and Merchant. State wanted to call on something, couldn't see what happened. Cam Mazikowski's battling back in the corner as Alfonzetti lost that puck. Now puck is shipped back out. There goes Charlotte. Now on the ice for the Charlotte 49ers looks like Max MacArthur, Jeremy Morano, and Michael Reed. That second line now out for head coach of the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Eric Mura now in his first game against his former team, 7 assists on the young season. Eric was a little bit excited before the game, talked to him briefly, was very excited to be facing his former friends, seeing his former friends and family here as well. Trevor Merchant now aloft that puck slowly ahead through the middle of the ice as the puck is iced, as rushing back, that was Ryan Burke.
No, and Mira playing against his former team in Charlotte. Really incredible here. Again, former champions last year for Charlotte. He came up in a great system, and he's going to be facing off against them. He's done a wonderful job for the Ice Pack in this early season. 7 assists is nothing to sneeze at.
Third line now coming out for UNC Charlotte, Connor Williams, Ryan Smith, and Bennett Terada. Joey Hall with the quick clear, as now pressuring now is Terada. Terada in the corner battle with Ryan Kinney. Looks like Tyler Alfonsetti will win that one. There goes Trevor Merchant. Merchant through the middle zone on a good zone entry. Now lofts his way around, sends it out to the middle through the doorstep just wide. Alex Robinson now is battling in the corner with a strong hit. Looks like that was against Phil Warner. Eric Mura. Mura looking for his first of the year. Blocker down with the rebound shot, and he scores! Parker Cesarek rocks the house once again, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0. We're not even 2 minutes in, Logan.
No, and this is something that we've seen a lot more out of the Ice Pack of late. Again, first game of the season, they struggled against George Washington to get themselves going, but really of late, they've gotten off to these incredibly fast starts. We didn't really see that in the Battle of the Brickyard, but the Backyard Brawl, my apologies. But really just incredible play here early. 2 goals.
Once again, as we were talking about the other night, Tyler Alfonsetti's goal from the Backyard Brawl would not have been set up without Trevor Merchant's original interception. That play would not have happened without Trevor Merchant's shot against the blocker of Daniel Ritter, as the shot was saved right there by Joey Hall. Trevor Merchant continuing to have an increased role with this team. Waiting on the official announcements from Wade Minter. He's trying to get assists. Huge props to him, PA and voice of the Carolina Hurricanes. Puck is chipped back into the corner. And now it is handled. Now sent flying ahead. Back to the middle. There's White. White with a shot just wide. Did not go into the meshing that time. There's Robinson. Robinson now in the back with O'Rourke slowly ahead.
Defense has done a great job for the Ice Pack here so far, deterring most everything that UNC Charlotte puts forward.
Spoke a little bit to Andrew Miller before the game as well. They are working hard and they are ready for a tough game against NC State. Wise words from one of their veteran leaders. Sam Beneshevich and Andrew Miller both knew each other coming in through juniors. The play is stopped, and it looks like that was called on a hand pass. Take a little bit of some of the analysis here of the respective captains. Andrew Miller wearing the A for UNC Charlotte, one of the alternate captains. Sam Beneshevich wearing the C for NC State. But in the end, letters on jerseys don't matter as much. It's really all about leadership. And my goodness, Logan, and if we can get a camera shot around here as well, this is the most packed we've seen an Iceplex game in some time. Unbelievable attendance for tonight. Costigan with a quick shot, chipped just into the netting. And there's no promotions tonight as well. This is a huge game. I mean, this isn't just me being straight from the heart. This is an outstanding turnout here. A lot of fans are in attendance tonight, Logan.
And it's an incredible turnout, and that means a lot to this club team. Again, they're a club team. While they do get some support from the university, they don't get enough. So having these fans turn out and really show their support for this team, it means everything to them.
Now rushing up quickly, there's Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller and the UNC Charlotte 49ers are up against that 4th line for NC State. As we were talking about, Owen Drugan is now back on that, replacing Eric Todd, who got promoted to the 1st line. Quick shot, Joey Hall cherry picks that one. Just hangs on.
Something he does so well, and we've seen it a lot in the past couple games. Just snatching the puck out of the air, Joey Hall has been the most effective goalie that we've seen out here for the Ice Pack so far.
Looks like backup tonight is Josh Cannon. Josh Cannon was the backup for the majority of last year. Taking a seat tonight is Ian Hutchison, and alongside him is Jess Tart. Not in the lineup tonight. Now swinging back around the boards on a quick breakout. That was Devin Halko with a quick chip. That went just wide.
Talking again about all 4 goalies, though. Team expressed confidence in all of them. Talking to coaches, they all believe in it. And they've done a great job. All of the goalies, when you have 0 losses, you can't complain too much about your goalie play.
NC State is 9-0 on the season. Goaltenders are a huge aspect of that, as we were talking about. Joey Hall has 1 shutout coming in the Wilmington game that was played here just a few short weeks ago. Now swiveled back, that was Broski. Broski will chip it ahead. That was Miller with the puck. Now rushing up through the center of the ice, that's Smith. Smith with a quick workaround move against Devin Halko. Halko couldn't catch on to it. Now back in the corner. Puck is still battled for. Puck is sent flying back out. Beneshevich now with a quick check. Trying to attack. Can't quite get it. My apologies, that was Driscoll. Looks like that first line is out for the Charlotte 49ers now. Ryan Burke now with a quick chip just wide. Play has been a lot in the NC State end so far, even though State is up by 2. Sam Beneshevich says that one hits the roof, and that causes a quick break here.
Yep. No, and as you were talking about, though, a lot of possession time for the 49ers here, but they haven't been able to get anything to go. The defense doing a pretty good job of keeping Joey Hall safe in net there, and Hall's done a great job of stopping whatever does come to him.
Now waiting on the draw, there's Tyler Alfonsetti facing off against Jeremy Morano. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like Alfonsetti has moved up to the second center position. As Ryan Kinney now hangs on to it, the Silk Man himself, Daniel Ritter, now has it back in his own end. And he'll quickly hang on to that one.
Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly.
Can never forget this. Joey Hall came in to film the hype video alongside some of the PackTV crew, and immediately he recognized that one of our sponsors was Potbelly, and I think he started jumping like head over heels a little bit. Very excited to hear that the sandwich shop was helping out with PackTV and having a great sponsorship. Go check out Potbelly. They are a great company for sure. As Alfonsetti now hangs onto that puck back in his own end. Lost it. There's Morano with a quick shot just tipped wide. MacArthur and Ree are flanking him. Ryan Kinney in a quarter battle, sticks and needles. Cam Mazikowski will now go behind Joey Hall. Still handling the puck with a quick saucer pass all the way up to Trevor Merchant, who loses that puck. But Trevor Merchant seems to have not lost the icing race. That puck was waved off. Now Ian O'Rourke alongside Eric Mura. Looks like these defensive units have not changed at all through the course of this year.
No.
Through the first several games, Gazilla was testing his defensive units, and after all, with one of the best defense cores in the ACCHL, you want to be careful with who you pick. Ian O'Rourke is just laying hits left and right, just like you're playing Mario, and you keep on finding those coins on top of those mushrooms. Unbelievable job by Ian O'Rourke to really level out the guys. Interception by Cesarek. Cesarek tried to get it to Riley Johnson and just missed. And now there goes through the zone. There's MacArthur. MacArthur now with a quick shot just wide of Joey Hall. Robinson now will go with a quick battle. Puck chips out of play against Matt Shriver.
No, and you see Joey Hall's play style right there. Really an aggressive goalie, comes out of the crease a lot. He was very far forward, not content to just let the puck come to him. And if it had been a little bit more on target, he might have suffered for that one. But again, that one just glazing right in front of the crease.
Connor Williams about to take the draw for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Still looking for his first goal of the season. Has 2 assists so far in 10 games. Puck is stopped. Pointing towards somebody. Are we beginning the annual penalty situations, Logan? Looks like we are. Connor Williams will be taking a seat. Not exactly sure why.
Referee definitely saw something there. He came in very confidently that something had happened. Coach for UNC Charlotte looks a little bit confused himself as to what happened there. Now again, you see a lot of these penalties, and as much as we talk about how much the Ice Packs defense does a wonderful job, probably one of the more penalized units in the ACCHL, Mazikowski and Rushford spending their fair share of time in the penalty box, although they seem to have toned it down a little bit of late.
Now Robinson. Ice Pack on the power play. Special teams have been looking as good so far. There's Robinson off a pass from Riley Johnson. Eric Mura now back. Mura with a quick shot. Huge save by Ritter as the puck is now back in the center slot. Ian O'Rourke now. Ice Pack players all on the strong side. Cesarek, the only player on the far side. There's O'Rourke with a quick shot just off the side of the net. There's Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson, dynamic, has 12 goals so far this year. There's Robinson. Robinson to the middle, tried to get to the slot, was taken down. No call on that one. Head coach Tobin Trotz of the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Joey Hall makes a miscue. Puck is now back into the reach of the ice pack as Cesarek now brushes up against the side. Defended well. That was Driscoll. Bodied down. That was Robinson. Now on a quick break, there's Driscoll. Driscoll went out, took a quick shot. No problem for Joey Hall. Davis Hudson now regains possession. Puck is sent back for Devin Halko. Now cleared back through. As we were talking about, head coach Tobin Trotz led his team last year to the ACCHL championship and won it. And being a bystander of that game as well, Tobin Trotz is one of the premier coaches in the ACCHL. He was incredibly vocal last year during the tournament, making sure his team knew what he was doing. It was not a lot of things that a lot of people picked up on, but a coach is so vital, provides that extra line of enthusiasm for the team as Anastratov now works behind the cage. Behind the net, rather. Anastratov this season has not been offensively prolific, still looking to get some more points on his score sheet. Eric Todd now promoted to that first line, still looking with a shot just blocked out in front. Andrew Miller now back on for the penalty kill. About 10 seconds left to go on Connor Williams' first penalty of the night. Pack will go 0 for 1 on the power play. Anastratov hangs on, tries not to go offside, now with a quick zone entry, with a quick shot just behind the net. Good save originally by Daniel Ritter. Anastratov, there was a banana peel on the ice, he got slipped up. Puck is stopped once again on a hand pass with 11:31 left to go here.
Seen a lot of those hand passes from Charlotte in the early goings here. Got to tone that down a little bit and just settle in. Ice Pack got 2 very quick, very early goals, but that's really been it from the action that we've seen so far. The offense is both knocking on each other's doors, but nothing happening here so far.
NC State provided the wake-up call that Charlotte needed. Of course, coming after a 12-2 win against Charleston. A huge win after that. They ended up getting tied up against Virginia Tech. They won a game after that. They're 3-0-0-1 in their past 4. State, of course, 9-0. Interestingly enough, State has had no trouble in the goal column, consistently getting plenty of goals each and every night. In the past game against UNC Chapel Hill, they put 9 behind goaltender, I believe it was Chris Piccoli, one of the premier goaltenders for the Tar Heels. Now with a quick shot out in front, just chipped wide. Now back there's Gerisimo with a shot just wide of Joey Hall. He really got slipped up. Alice Rushford now back behind the net. Looks like he got slipped up. Alex Vedetta was not fast enough on that play, but he bodies him down. Something's going to happen there. Not exactly sure. Costigan took a little bit of a slip. And there's Ellis Alkilia Rushford.
No, we talk all the time about how aggressive he is out there on the ice. Again, earning that nickname, really.
10:57 left to go here in the first period. As Logan said perfectly, 2 goals have been scored by the Ice Pack, but since then, it's relatively been nothing.
No, it's been very quiet. Seeing the physicality pick up a little bit here for both teams as you see the hits become a little harder.
Trevor Merchant took a quick slip on that play, now back in the neutral zone. Tyler Alfanzetti will now work on the quick forecheck play. State looks like it was setting up a little bit of an odd forecheck. Kinney now pressures the man behind the net. Now sent back forward. He was pressuring Justin Gerisimo. Alice Rushford now is behind the net.
See Charlotte playing a more aggressive physical plan of defense here.
Eric White with a quick shot. Good glove save by Joey Hall. Body down. If I'm not mistaken, looks like that was Trevor. On the breakaway, there's Kinney. Kinney with a shot just wide. Kim Mazakowski now still looking for it, now behind the net. Sam Beneshevich to the front. Kinney now with a quick chance to make something happen. Can't do it. Play is stopped. And a holding call.
Yeah, it looks like that one's going to be on Charlotte. Pack had an opportunity, had an opportunity there on offense, but nothing doing. But they get another chance here, and they get another power play. Charlotte giving up 2 costly penalties in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Parker Cesarek now taking the draw, flanked by Riley Johnson alongside Alex Robinson. The team calls him Robo. Now the puck is sent back at the point. Ian O'Rourke will take that one back into the neutral zone. O'Rourke has a goal so far this year, looking for another. O'Rourke with a quick shot, just wide. Pack looking for their first power play goal of the night. Johnson will send it to O'Rourke. O'Rourke now handling it behind the net. There's Mirror at the top. There's Alex Robinson. Robinson now working it at the face-off dot. Robinson has an open man in O'Rourke. Can't find him. There's Mira. Mira with a shot from the point. A good save by Daniel Ritter. If you've ever seen Daniel Ritter in person, he is huge and has a long head of hair. Unbelievable hair on Daniel Ritter. Was in constant competition with Eric Johnson from last year from the Ice Pack. Riley Johnson couldn't hang on to him. It gets a little bit of feisty. Riley Johnson, of course, a native of the British Columbia Hockey League, and Ian O'Rourke took a slip. Miller on the breakaway, and he shoots and he scores! Andrew Miller with his 17th of the year. Unbelievable shot. 2-1 NC State.
Again, we see why Andrew Miller is one of the leaders of this UNC Charlotte team. 49ers would be almost lost offensively without him, as they score there on the penalty kill. You know, that's not great for Ice Pack morale. Joey Hall just got a little too far out of the crease as he allowed Miller to just slip that one right past him.
Ian O'Rourke now back on the bench. That is not something you want to see happen. That play was a great pass back up to the point. That was a shorthanded goal for UNC Charlotte. NC State's special teams woe continues. It hasn't been played much because they still have 9 wins on the year.
Yeah.
But if you want to play a game perfectly, your special teams want to be on point.
Yeah.
And they weren't there. Nikita Anastratov now hangs on to it.
No, and something that we really need to talk about, O'Rourke really letting that one happen there with his slip while transitioning back to the defensive side of things. His slip allowed Miller to get all the room he needed to make something happen on offense, which he did.
Eric Todd now tried to find Ellis Rusher and couldn't quite get to it. Nikita Anastratov now with a great move behind the net. Nikita Anastratov still hanging on to it. Sam Beneshevich now back in the corner. Ellis Rusher with the bomb. Blocked out in front. That was Anastratov. A little bit shaking up with his hand. Limping just a little bit. Anastratov, no penalty on that play. Actually, yes, there will be. And a hooking call. That was a very aggressive call by the ref.
Yes.
Put a lot of emphasis in that one.
Definitely wanted to let it be known. Anastratov, one of the more aggressive players, but it seems Manischewitz will be going to the bench here.
Penalty box, rather. They needed someone probably to serve the penalty.
Yes, apologies. Again, Beneshevich, the leader of this Ice Pack team, just excelling in all facets of the game here.
As we were talking about attendance tonight, this is most likely an Iceplex all-time high.
Yeah.
You would expect these numbers most likely at the Backyard Brawl at the PNC Arena. It's safe to say there's maybe 1,000 people here tonight. I may need to check the fire hazard numbers back in the lobby. I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but doesn't matter. Fans are here. They're enjoying the night. That's what matters. Alvanzetti with good speed through the middle. Trevor Merchant trying to make a little bit of a joystick AB level up gold star move through the middle. Couldn't quite complete it. Joey Hall will hang on to it.
No, and the Ice Pack now 0 for 2 on the power play. Something that you never want to see. Special teams been a concern for them in the early goings this year. It looked like they had gotten things figured out, and it's why they've been able to excel of late. But if they keep losing in the special teams battles, they are going to struggle to win this game, really, just straight up.
Struggle to win this game, and more importantly, a lot of these players are sick tonight, going through some various cold-like illnesses. So be sure, if you see hand sanitizer, use it. Be sure to take your allergy medicines, cold, Robitussin. Everything is very vital to make sure you guys stay healthy during this tumultuous time of the year. Back in the corner, Tyler Alfanzetti can't clear it. It's still held in by Shriver with the shot. Joey Hall lost it for a second, but he held on perfectly.
And you see how far up Joey Hall is, completely out of the crease as he stopped that one and was trying to find it. Double-edged sword play right there, very aggressive style. And we saw when it doesn't pay off, it really looks bad. Miller just dominating so far on offense for the 49ers.
I think the one thing you can attribute to, Logan, is the fact that most goaltenders are taught. There's Parker Cesarek, the fastest skater in the ACCHL with great speed. He comes in on Ritter with a shot. He scores! Dip me an axle grease and call me slick. Parker Cesarek with another beautiful goal. 3-1 NC State.
Apologies, Cesarek just did a fantastic job there, showing why he is the fastest skater in the ACCHL. Just really incredible speed. You saw him with the breakaway as he just completely psyched out Ritter. Really just incredible play. I'm honestly I don't know what to say. That was just incredible.
Back-to-back shorthanded goals, a
Yes.
highlight reel moment as well, but not from Cesarik, but from the bench. Sam Beneshevich was allowed an honorary trip away from the penalty box to give Cesarik a hand tap on the way back. I don't know if we got that on camera, but still, if you're here in attendance tonight and you're able to see that, props to you. That never happens. Amazing game so far tonight. 3-1 NC State with a quick shorthanded goal. Stayed up by 2 with 7:23 left to go. Zach Sawai here alongside Logan Ward bringing you tonight's action. Greg Driscoll now. Charlotte now needs to regroup after that little bit of a lapse on the power play. Not good that happened. State, of course, 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Charlotte, this is one of their first opportunities. There's Trevor. Trevor at the point. Blocked out strongly by Eric Todd. A little bit of a diamond formation now being set up by the Ice Pack. Back at the point. To the middle. What a stick by Parker Cesarik to block off the shot. Now is Andrew Miller back in the net. Andrew Miller's behind Joey Hall, surveying his options, back to the net. There's Trevor. Trevor with the quick shot, just chipped wide. Cesarik now trying to get the clear against Southia, can't quite get it. 15 seconds left to go on Sam Beneshevitz's penalty. Trevor holding on to it. Andrew Miller, beautiful passing play. Miller loses it, Joey Hall will now hang on to it behind the net.
Joey Hall again. He's done a great job here tonight, only letting in that 1 goal compared to Ritter's 3. But there have been times where it looks like he just kind of loses the puck or loses his footing a little bit. But overall, he has had a strong performance here. Hope to see that continue for the rest of the game.
Now coming in to take the draws, Alex Robinson, Alex Robo Robinson as the team calls him. 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points on the year, had an outstanding game several nights ago at the Backyard Brawl. But there's Robo. Robo through the middle, lost it. Johnson with a chance to, off the post! Unbelievable shot by Beneshevich. Another shot blocked out in front. That was Robinson with the quick block. Muro now head back. Beneshevich's penalty over. Icing call with 6:04 left to go. No running clock tonight.
We've seen Mura take a lot of aggressive shots here early, really trying to prove something to the Charlotte team that he used to play for. You know, you always want to play well against a team that you have so many friends on. You know, he played for them. And he's done a great job here for the Ice Pack, so you know he was a contributor on that Charlotte squad.
Alex Robinson, Riley Johnson, and Sam Beneshevich. A combination you don't see happening very often. And I'm not sure what's going on.
Looks like a little bit of a loose pad.
Are they making a goalie change? Daniel Ritter is on the bench. And I believe so. That is not what I expected so far.
No.
Incredible. Daniel Ritter will now head off for the UNC Charlotte 49ers.
No, I don't think we've seen very many goal changes out here at the Iceplex for either team that we've been broadcasting for.
Good golly, that goalie is tall. That is Frederick Bolio from UNC Charlotte. By far the better goaltender for the 49ers this year, has a above .9 save percentage, .908, 3.4 goals against average. He is 4-1 on the year. Gigantic, towering goaltender. Think Big Ben. Think Eiffel Tower. That's how big this goaltender is, ladies and gentlemen. Now sent flying back through the middle. Now back on for Coach Trotz's unit. Looks like that's that third line with Connor Williams, Bennett Tirada, and Ryan Smith. I may be mistaken. I am in fact mistaken. That's Jeremy Morano, Max MacArthur, and Michael Rhee. Now pressuring alongside the corner. Looks like that was Ryan Burke. Ryan Burke in a corner battle with Robinson. Good pressure alongside him, and he'll win that battle. MacArthur now with a quick little hand pass, little chip pass rather, quick one. And the puck is sent flying back out with 5:05 left to go here. Alex Fedetta, Matt Costigan, and Owen Drugan now on for the Ice Pack. Fourth line unit for the Pack has been doing very well. Costigan still looking for one of his first goals of the year. Third season with the Ice Pack so far. Vedetta second. Vedetta, a true freshman. Most of these guys you see on the ice tonight for the Pack are closer to 22, 23 years old. But you have some true freshmen on the team like Cam Mazakowski, like Alex Vedetta. You have a lot of players on this team who are young but still have a lot of diverse hockey experience.
Yes, and they come from all different places. One of the things you'll notice about the Ice Pack is they do have a very strong presence. A lot of their players from the Triangle area, but they do have players with experience playing in different countries and really just a lot of different teams that these people have played for.
Now behind the net, there's Garissimo. There's Costigan now. Left it for Drugan. Now back out to the middle. Just chipped wide. There's Costigan. Drugan had it. Just lost it. Now heading all the way back up. There goes Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith with speed. Will lose it. That was Rusher now to collect it. Rushford loses it in his skates. Now puck is chipped. A little bit of a missed pass there by Madera. Ryan Smith will now carry it through the neutral zone with a quick backhand shot. Joey Hall, no problem for him. Play is settled down with 3:58 left to go. As we were talking about a little bit before, NC State's road ahead does not get very much easier.
No.
Next week and going on a very quick 2-game road trip. First off against University of Delaware, second off against Georgetown. Georgetown is a 7:30 a.m. face-off, so dear God, if you're awake, God bless you. Davis Hudson now will collect that puck back in the corner. There goes Alfonsetti with speed and can't do it. Rushing him out with Salfia. Can't quite get to it. There's Alfonsetti with a shot. Kenny sends it just high. Sliding into that one. Talk about a water slide. Now carry back.
Looked
There's
like as
Eric
he was getting
White.
ready for that one, he just kind of lost his footing as he was taking the shot.
Eric White, fans on the shot. A little bit of a summary of this period so far for the 49ers. Now held in back at the blue line was White. White will send that puck back in. Hudson with the collection. Davis Hudson, our player of the game against Duke. Had a good one in that one. An 8-1 victory for the Pack. Hudson had a bone-crushing hit against Salfia. Hudson looking for options. Decides to pass it to someone that's not on his team. Now send it all the way back through. There's Driscolley. Driscolley against Devin Halko. Halko now with a quick pressure. Sent out to the slot. No one was there for Charlotte. They were expecting Andrew Miller, but Huey's crashing in. He came in a little bit too late. Now Trevor Merchant now with the quick forecheck. Gets Zach Broski. Sent flying ahead. There's Chase Reardon, a Waxhaw native, not too far away from Charlotte. Puck is sent flying back out. There goes Burke. No icing on that play. Anastratov, Beneshevich, and Todd. Looks like they're setting up an aggressive 1-2-2 forecheck. Good if you have a team that really likes to rush the puck like Charlotte.
And they've had success in that system before. Again, the defending champs.
Stratov now back in the corner. Lost it. Sent a little backhand pass to Ian O'Rourke, who sent it all the way back. Burke was waiting for that one. A little bit of a cross check. Looks like that was by Morano. No call on that particular play. But Todd, 2-on-1, lost it. Tried not to go offside. Mira now intercepts a beautiful pass that would have caused a breakaway. Body down. A lot of back and forth action so far. Andrew Miller now sends it back forward. There's Chase Reardon. Reardon now sends it all the way back. Ian O'Rourke now will still hang on to it. Ian O'Rourke so far this year has been doing fairly well. Has a goal and 8 assists, a point per game average on the young season for him. There's Banishevitz. Banishevitz with the goal tonight with a toe drag. What a move. There goes Eric Todd with a shot off the post. Now sent back in off the pad with a rebound. Still on the doorstep. Now into the mesh.
Good attack there from the Ice Pack. But Bolio, again, you talked about how dominant he's been on the season so far. Proving that Coach Trotz might have been correct in putting him in there. Ritter struggling a little bit early. Bolio proving why he's been the better goalie for the Charlotte team here.
Sarr gets the win with a quick shot by Rushford, just sent wide. Alice Rushford, the nutrition major at NC State. In his normal day job, you can see him being a trainer at the University Recreation and Wellness Program. About to go to him myself, actually, so good thing that I remembered that. There's Riley Johnson now circling around the hash marks. Quick body. Looks like that was against Reardon. Rushford now. Rushford can't get it. Johnson with the quick check. Johnson now decides to lay the body. They're trying to get into some fisticuffs. Wanted to fight, couldn't get it. There's Sarek. Sarek with the quick shot. Nothing happening out of that one. Puck is hang on. Team captain Chase Weirden taking over. I believe last year's captain was Thomas Gilmartin, if I remember correctly, from the ACCHL tournament. Tournament this year is not being held in Charlottesville, as many people remember. The tournament this year will be held in the comforts of Wake Forest. The tournament will be held at the Annex, a local ice rink down there. Going to be an exciting game to watch. First period intermission coming up here. 3-1 Pack lead. 37 seconds left to go. Robinson with a shot just wide. Talking a little bit about the first period, everything that's happening there. Some happenings around the league. Anything else that I can think of? Maybe some more Halloween talks. We're not sure yet. We'll let you all know in this intermission report. 20 seconds left to go. Now handling it. Looks like that was Salfia.
Seems like Charlotte has stepped up the physicality as they've fallen further behind here.
Seppi is the extra defenseman tonight for the team. Has sort of the floater player that we've been talking about. Puck is shipped back into the Charlotte end, and that is the end of the period. 3-1, NC State takes the lead. Logan, your quick thoughts?
Just an incredible showing from both teams, honestly. Charlotte looked much stronger when they subbed out Ritter for Bolio, and we've really just seen, although Joey Hall has struggled at times in net, he has been vastly the better goalie. As you see these teams talking to each other a little bit here as they leave the ice. Look forward to seeing what happens here in the second and third period.
We'll be taking a quick break for intermission here, right here on PackTV.
Up here, Logan. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward for tonight's contest. The biggest thing about tonight, NC State is leading by 2. One of the most dangerous leads to have in hockey, Logan. NC State has really fallen behind a lot of 2-goal leads before. Talk about a little bit about their defense going forward after a very good first period.
Their defense just has to stay strong. They did a good job of deterring threats to Joey Hall in that first period. They need to keep it up in the second and third periods. Hall has got to settle down a little bit. We talked about how it takes him about a period to get settled into the goal and the crease. So if he can get himself settled down and the defense can continue shoring up like it has, should be good.
The big story in that one was Sam Beneshevich continue his goal streak. Amazing goal very early on, about 23 seconds in, if I'm not mistaken. Incredible goal. Talk about his performance and his leadership by example of just a great captain.
Well, I think you really just said it. He's just a great leader, and that comes with experience, and that comes with just the sort of person that he is, his personality. He's a great leader. He's a great mentor to some of these players, and he really sets the example of what the Ice Pack really want out of their players. A great player, really on and off the rink, but also just a fantastic all-around player. That's really what you want out there on the ice, and that's what he's provided. Again, scoring a goal, but he's been present all game long. He had a brief little visit to the penalty box, but aside from that, he's been present everywhere.
Parker Sarek having a goal tonight so far. Short-handed goal. Teams exchange short-handed goals in a very quick amount of time. Amazing speed from Sarek. Talk about his goal.
Well, again, we've talked about how he won the speed competition in the skills competition that we had hosted here, actually. He's a very fast skater. That's really all we can say about that. He's done a fantastic job so far in getting those 2 goals very quickly.
It's been an exciting first period. We're going to take a quick break right here on PackTV. We'll be back with some more right here.
Here to the Raleigh Iceplex. Big game going on tonight between the undefeated NC State Ice Pack and the reigning ACCHL champion UNC Charlotte. Zach Salai here alongside Logan Ward bringing you tonight's action. As we have talked about, my apologies for any mispronounced names going through some of the events that have been announced tonight. Please continue to let me know how to pronounce these names in the YouTube comments if you're watching through the stream, or tweet me at the official ZMP. As I said before, I want to make sure that this is a perfect broadcast for you guys to be watching at home alongside Logan here as well.
Most certainly.
Very important to provide bipartisan coverage as State continues now to ice their first line against Charlotte's first line. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it's Patrick Salvia and Matt Shriver now on for the first line of defense for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Cam Mazakowski now back in the corner. Forecheck well back up top. That was Driscoll with a shot that just chipped off of Joey Hall's blocker. Now sent flying back out. Alice Rusher with a quick hit. There goes Eric Todd. Sam Beneshevich now will send it back all the way flying back in. Now in the quick forecheck, there's Nikita Anastratov. Anastratov with the interception with Eric Todd trailing behind. Anastratov to the front, can't find anything there. Bolio still in the net. Anastratov to Mazakowski. Mazakowski all the way over, sent wide, went off Anastratov's skate. Rusher now back in the corner, circling his way around with a shot. Looks like it was lost in the equipment of Bolio, and now a fight ensues. And the puck is stopped with 19:10 left to go.
Bolio did a wonderful job of just deflecting that right off his leg pad. Did such a good job, he didn't even realize that it was still right there.
Players now coming back on the ice for both teams. 3-1, 19:10 left to go here, beginning of the second period. Not the start that we saw in the last period necessarily in terms of, well, State got a goal in the first 23 seconds. But off the early edge, it seems like State has the advantage. In terms of domination of shots, State has dominated early in each and every game that they have played. Ryan Kinney now behind the net, out to Alfonzetti, who was right out in front. Couldn't quite get it. Ian O'Rourke, team president, now slowly handles it. On the forecheck, there was Andrew Miller. Now Driscoll has it. Kinney works his way around Shriver. Alfonzetti now all the way back in, and the puck is iced. Getting some quick updates on the assists so far tonight. Just to make some quick tracks here.
Looks like we've got 2 unassisted goals here so far.
And Parker Cesaric's goal was scored from assists from Eric Mura and Trevor Merchant. So congrats to Eric Mura, has a primary assist against his former team. That's something he can brag about back at home.
It's something he's done a great job of all season. His passing has been incredible, as I believe that's his 8th assist on the year.
Alfonzetti tripped up on a breakaway. No penalty shot play on that one. But he had great speed rushing through the middle. What a save by Bolio.
Yes, Bolio has done a great job since being subbed in for Ritter. Ritter struggled there at first, letting in those first 3 goals, but since the change to Bolio, UNC Charlotte hasn't allowed any goals since.
Alfonzetti at a unfamiliar spot in the middle. Usually the team likes to ice Trevor Merchant in the center for the third line, but this third unit has definitely been interesting so far. Ian O'Rourke is now back at the far blue line waiting for that puck to be chipped all the way in. Now handling it, that was Morano. Mira will send it back up. Morano now hangs on to it. Now handled, there's MacArthur. MacArthur now with good speed, trying to create a 2-on-1 with Ree. Ree still has it. Ree with a quick shot blocked by Ian O'Rourke. Ref needs to get out of the way on that one. O'Rourke pins a man to the boards. Trevor Merchant now slowly will win and lose that corner battle with a quick shot just high. Taking that shot, that was Broski. Eric Muir will now try to pass that puck up, try to get it out of dangerous territory. Now handled once again, there's Broski. Broski can't get a shot off, decides to chip it into the corner to be handled by Ree. Mura tried to get a stick on that puck, but it was taken away by MacArthur. Now Ian O'Rourke will slid back into the NC State end with a spring pass to Kinney that just went wide. Bolio has no other option but to cover it up.
Hasn't really been challenged. The defense from Charlotte has also picked up here, but Bolio has looked very impressive. We've said it over and over, but really has just done an incredible job. The Ice Pack offense, which looked really strong here in this first period, looks like it's slowing down a little bit here in the second period. But things can change with 17 minutes remaining in the second period.
Parker Sarek now waiting to take the drop for the Ice Pack here. 3-1 left to go. So 3-1 is the score. 17-19 left to go in the second period. Riley Johnson now will hang on to it as he looks for an open man. Riley Johnson with a quick shot just wide. Back out in front. Johnson with a chance for the rebound. He's still waiting for it. Back up to Robinson. There's Alex Robo Robinson. 4 goals, 9 assists on the year. Now back behind the net. Riley Johnson still waiting to make something happen. Parker Sarek on the ice for the Ice Pack has a goal so far tonight. The lone goal scorer for the 49ers, Andrew Miller, still waiting alongside the wings. Those are the benches. Alex Robinson now back behind the net in the corner. Gazillo a little bit frustrated with a non-call there. Try to send that puck all the way flying over to Davis Hudson trying to get a goal tonight. Can't quite find one. Now a forecheck ensues. The corner battle, I believe, is won by State. The puck shifts back out and the hand is up. Riley Johnson hangs on to it. With a quick shot, Bolio will hang on to it. Looks like it'll be a tripping call. If I'm not mistaken, that'll be on Justin Gerasimu. Once again, difficult names. If I'm mispronouncing any of them, please let me know. But it looks like heading off, that'll be Phil Warner, third line left defenseman for Charlotte. Playing vital roles as well in the wins against Virginia Tech, Kennesaw State, and Charleston. Nikita Anastratov, the big-bodied Russian center that we love to talk about.
He's done a great job just anchoring the middle of that line. Really just incredible to watch him work. Again, we talk about how physical he is, really getting the crowd riled up behind him when he took that one penalty in the backyard brawl.
Pack have been subpar on the power play so far, but they have exchanged shorthanded goals. So special teams are working. I just don't think in the way that any of the coaches intended them to.
I don't think anybody really expected to see this. Shorthanded goals are not that common, so you wouldn't expect to see two very quick back-to-back shorthanded goals for both different teams too.
Nikita Anastratov, Sam Beneshevich, and Eric Todd, the first power play unit, comes now on for the Pack. Andrew Miller now on for the penalty kill for the 49ers. There's Ellis Rushford. Rushford now send it back in. Believe in the corner, that was Anastratov. Anastratov now behind the net with a big power move, using his body to his advantage. There's Beneshevich. Beneshevich looking to spring a man. There's Anastratov to the front. Todd can't get the shot off. There's Beneshevich now pressured strongly. Looks like that's Salfia. Anastratov now hanging on to it in the corner. Circling all the way back, Cam Mazakowski, Ellis Rushford at the point. Chip shot just to the middle. Great save by Bolio. Puck is chipped out. Now Miller with speed. Miller now rushing in. Great job by Eric Todd to force the play back out to the corner. And there's Eric Todd once again with a quick flip out. Salfia will hang on to it back in the neutral zone. And now Mazakowski, reigning ACCHL Rookie of the Year, will now take it in. Looks like the play was on a hand pass. Play will not be stopped. Puck is chipped back out. There's Miller. Miller with some speed is now facing Mazakowski and Rushford on defense. With the power move with a shot, Joey Hall once again makes a save in front of tons, and I mean tons of Ice Pack fans.
It's seemingly gotten even more crowded as time has gone on, which I'm not sure how, because it was basically full to capacity in the first period, but it still seems like more and more people are piling in here in the Iceplex.
Ian O'Rourke, Eric Mira, Ryan Kinney, Tyler Alfonzitti, and Trevor Merchant now. Power play unit 2 for the Pack. Chase Weberden and Eric White now along the top penalty kill unit for the Charlotte. Broski versus Kinney now going into the corner battle. Broski still one of the players looking to contribute this year. Back in the corner, Trevor Merchant is down.
We've called his name a couple times tonight, so he's definitely having an impact here so far.
Alfonsetti lost that corner battle. The puck is cleared out. Ian O'Rourke was not able to keep that puck in. Now it is sent behind the net. Now waiting for things to happen. Alfonsetti decides to loop his way back around, now through the neutral zone. Eric Mira will now head that puck in. Merchant now driving through the slot with a quick shot just to the middle, and the puck is now chipped back out. Penalty's over. Now we got a breakaway. Heading it back in. Will he get a shot off? He does, off the crossbar. And the faceoff will be held to the left of Joey Hall.
Golden opportunity there for the 49ers. Not able to convert in the one-on-one situation against Joey Hall. Really got to convert on those opportunities there. Disappointed that they came away with nothing, but a great breakaway chance there. And they definitely want to see more of that going forward.
Fourth line now coming on for Coach Gazillo and crew. Third line for Charlotte. Play is chipped ahead, now carrying it forward. There goes Trita. Costigan now with the huge trip play. No penalties called on that. Looks like Drugan tried to flip it ahead to Costigan. Costigan tried to get ahead. There's Terada. Hudson. Hudson now is back in the corner, still waiting for something to happen. Davis Hudson, of course, did have a good game against Duke just a few short weeks ago, has been an anchor on defense. Seems like every time we talk about Davis Hudson's favorite NHL teams, somebody scores a goal. As we saw in the last game, Alex Vedetta was talking about getting one with a shot. He scores! What a shot and what a tip-in out in front. I believe that was Ryan Smith. 3-2, Ice Pack with the lead.
Incredible goal there. Just a wonderful job by the 49ers of getting the opportunity. A great pass led to a great score. Again, that tip-in was just perfectly timed. Hall was not in the correct position, and the score is now 3-2 in favor of the Ice Pack. 2-point leads are not insurmountable, so you never know what can happen. Ice Pack took that 2-point lead early, but if their defense keeps lapsing like that, anything could happen.
Off the face-off, Robinson gets thrown down by Reardon. First line back out, Salfia rushes through the middle. Sarek now hangs on to it. Sarek now with a quick 4-on-1 breakout if they hurry. Johnson, Mazikowski. Johnson loses it. Sarek back to the front. Riley Johnson now with a quick shot just off the side of the net. What a shot by Robinson. There's Riley Johnson. Johnson back behind the net. There's Sarek. Sarek already has a goal tonight, looking for his second. Riley Johnson also has 12 goals on the year. Sarek looking for his hat trick of the night. My apologies. Getting lost in my own words sometimes.
Lot going
back
on.
out in front. There's Johnson. Johnson with the backhand. Just off the glove of Bolio. Mazikowski now with the rip. Just wide. Ellis Rusher still waiting to make something happen. There's Sarek. Sarek out to the front. Robinson couldn't get the one-time slot shot. Missed opportunity there for the Pack to put this game back up by 2. There's Shriver, now send it all the way back in. Joey Hall really put a lot of emphasis on that save. Now sent back out. Johnson tried to bat that puck down with his stick. Ladies and gentlemen, it is baseball season. Red Sox just won the World Series. Getting his inspiration from them.
And again, we talked about Bolio, just a strong presence in that net. Takes up so much of it, and when he really expands.
Fan shot, another one just high. I believe that hit the meshing, but the play will not be stopped. There's Nikita Anastratov. Anastratov with good speed now coming up. There's Sam Beneshevich. Beneshevich with another power move around the defense. Now works his way in. Beneshevich to the front. Couldn't get that shot off. Seppi tried to get the one-time shot. Seppi with a quick shot. Lost that puck, but it turns out Bolio stopped her with his pad. 11:40 left to go here.
Both offenses really just looking for anything to happen here. The defenses have been pretty strong for the most part. Only one goal allowed by both of these teams, and was the Ice Pack giving up what was more a great opportunity and a great job by the 49ers than any lapse.
And Estrada wins the draw. Now back up to the front. He can't get the rebound. Slowly working at it. And Estrada having a goal, as you saw a long time ago in the game against George Washington. That's a game that a lot of people will look back on. There's Sam Beneshevich with a quick rip. Great save by Bolio. Beneshevich looking for his second of the night. Now puck is sent back in. There's Joey Hall. Sends it just wide. There's Seppi. Seppi bodied down by White.
Physical game so far, but no fighting from either team.
Alongside the boards, Banishevitz now will spring an open man and O'Rourke. Ice Pack having some tired legs, want to make a change. Now tripping call on O'Rourke. Todd now sends it back up. Looks like a penalty will be called on a trip. Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. So to enter that, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. And again, that's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. Alfanzetti. Now Rushford has it. Rushford over. Rushford with a quick shot just off the side. Puck will now be cleared back out. Pack back on the power play. 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah.
Cam Mazikowski will now send that puck back in. Mazikowski may not have a lot of points, but does create a lot of open space and offense. Now Tyler Alfanzetti will throttle that puck through the middle with good speed. Trevor Merchant, Ryan Kinney flanking him. Merchant now will send it back, intercepted by Reardon. But it looks like Alfanzetti hangs on. But Miller sends it back out. Rushford hangs it in at the point. Mazikowski with a shot, just wide. Can't tell if that was saved by Bolio, if that just went behind the net. Mazikowski did a great job of keeping it in. Puck is chipped back out. Ryan Kinney now riling up the crowd. And it looks like the Pack have a 5-on-3.
Kinney laid an absolutely brutal hit right there. Just a fantastic physical play. It appears that another 49er will be sent off. Maybe. Can't really tell what's happening, actually. Referee's discussing some of the players.
Oh. I think some of the boards fell off.
Hard hit by Kenny.
I can't tell what that is.
Looks like that is the case.
Good golly, Miss Molly. We have heard from our official award sponsors that, indeed, they broke the glass.
Just launched him into the boards there. Rough physical play as we have this stoppage as try to reconvene here.
The biggest thing about this job is you need to be able to say anything at almost any given moment. I have no words.
It's really tough to come up with anything on the fly. You don't see this happen often or at all. I've never seen this happen in all the hockey games that I've called.
It happens, but on very rare occasion. You would imagine the play would be shattering. Still waiting for everything to get settled up here. Getting a bit of a close-up, Ian O'Rourke. Coach Gazzillo now on the ice, making a quick cameo. Coach Gazzillo getting his moment of fame of the night.
Just trying to figure out what to do with the ice play.
And I can guarantee you, Coach Gazzillo, that's what his face looks like when his New York Giants lose every single weekend. Love you, Coach. Tim Healy now, assistant coach for the team, will be joining us during the second period intermission. You don't expect this a lot during an ACHA club game.
No.
It happens, but very rarely. You saw the Iceplex manager coming on to make sure everything is getting coordinated. Want to give a shout out to her as well for really helping us get our good setup in every single weekend to make sure that we have a great broadcast every single night. So huge props to her and the rest of the Iceplex staff. I guess now would be a good time, Logan, to talk about Charlotte's road ahead. Going to take a quick look at their schedule. But more importantly, Charlotte has an interesting road ahead, and they need to make sure they still stay on top so they can go back to the ACCHL tournament. After tonight, they got a few games up ahead. Looks like they have a doubleheader, both against the UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah.
First game will be tomorrow at 10:15, and it is scheduled to be held at the Sportsplex. Alongside that, they'll be playing the Tar Heels once again next Friday, November 9th. State will be in Delaware. We'll be playing Elon, South Florida. They'll be traveling to that game, playing a few teams down in Florida off of that one. A lot of interesting teams. They won't be facing another ACCHL opponent until next semester when they open up their season against JMU. Following that, they will not play state once again, I believe, until towards the end of the season. So again, an interesting road ahead. Trying to get the glass fixed, and because of right now, trying to get the glass fixed here, they're bringing on a fresh one. We're going to take a quick break right here on PackTV. Shatter the glass ceiling. To repeat that statement, when Hillary Clinton's campaign was to shatter the glass ceiling, I'm pretty sure that didn't apply to tonight's game where Ryan Kinney has literally shattered the glass. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward here bringing you tonight's coverage. Still checking in. They're replacing the glass. This is a very, very interesting night.
Very interesting sight to see all the coaches and managers, even the referees getting in on fixing that glass to make sure this game can continue.
10:02 left to go here. Referees, some great people, living great lives. Having a great game tonight. There's Coach Casillo on the ice.
Looks like they don't have everything they need to fix the glass. Let's head off to find more supplies. It's going to get fixed. Somehow, this game will continue.
Players are now aligning on the ice.
Really just a break in the action.
One thing they could do, and I may just be spitballing, a lot of these fans here are having fun. They could have just a mock shootout on the other side of the ice.
I mean, yeah, essentially. Don't really know what else is happening right now.
I think
Kind
right
of
now
a lull in the action.
I'm pretty sure right now they're talking about their Halloween nights. Talking about the various different candies they got while they were trick-or-treating.
Of course.
Sam Beneshevich, of course, is helping out at a Fear Farm. Great costumes with that as well. You know what, Logan? One thing, we're always making improvements here at PackTV, but I really wish we had the ability to pull up photos from this weekend's past events.
Yes.
I'm telling you what, these players have such great lives outside of the rink, and it's never enough to show them.
Some replays of the action here. Been a very eventful game, to say the least.
Let's take a look at some things that have been going on. Bear with us as we're working with some of this new technology here. Bringing you first replay coverage, really, on our own broadcast.
Saric just with a wonderful play right there. Using his speed to break away, and you see him just really with a fantastic fake shot right there in the face of Ritter. Ritter wasn't able to do anything, really. Saric just with the wonderful shot, again using his speed on the breakaway.
And good use of the defenseman as well to really break in, make sure that he didn't trip him, but it was enough to where he got the puck. Now the play goes back in, and great close-ups there of Trevor Merchant, Davis Hudson, and Matt Costigan, the three amigos. I'm not sure if they're actually amigos, but they're pretty good players. Now Trevor Merchant taking a little bit of a, what do you call it? Not a pregame or a postgame, during game?
Mid-game?
A mid-game nap.
They've got the time, apparently.
It's very tiring on the ice. I still think they should do a shootout between both teams just for the fun of it.
I say that they make the goalies play each other one-on-one.
That's what I'm thinking as well, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. They are on a tight schedule.
Yeah, of course.
After this, of course, is bedtime for all of us here, because sleep is vital to the human brain.
Yes.
Did you know that a regular growing adult only needs between 6 and 7 hours of sleep?
Yes, and I get significantly less than that.
Well, Logan, I think that needs to be fixed.
I do too.
I'm going to take another quick replay here. That was Charlotte's second goal, bodied in. Great job by them.
They've had a very strong showing here. They may be down one goal, but they've certainly kept it close. The Ice Pack's strong offense continuing, but Charlotte keeping pace. It's really just been a great game all around. We've had everything. We've had offense, we've had defense, we've had drama. Don't see it often, the ice breaking.
And we're not talking your middle school Johnny without the Susie kind of drama. This is the kind of drama where, well, glass has been broken. I know for a fact that if I broke any glass cups back in my mother's house, I'd be gone. Face the facts.
As we await further notice to see what else is happening. Looks like they are going to skate around a little bit after just taking a knee on the ice there. As we see them. Really just a lull in the action. There's not much to say about what's going on.
As you can tell, it looks like we're going to take another quick commercial break. Thank goodness. We'll be right back here on PackTV. Ladies and gentlemen, in my years of broadcasting, and that means probably like a year and a half, I gotta be honest with you, I've never seen something like this. Zaxoi alongside Logan Ward. NC State was up 3-2 with about 10:08 left to go. Ryan Kinney with an unbelievable hit on the plexiglass. Now we take a look at Wade Minter getting a picture for his Instagram account, taking a look at some of the broken plexiglass in the corner. But still, this is a game that I can't even describe, Logan.
It was a good game, and I was looking forward to the remaining 30 minutes that we had, but still up in the air about whether or not this game is going to continue right now, as the refs seem to fluctuate on what the answer.
I have repeatedly with coaches and players, none of them is exactly sure what's going on. I can't tell if they're trying to sharpen the glass, making sure that it's the right size, or they're just trying to find a new piece of glass. I wish we would know more as of right now, but we don't have enough people on the ice right now. Huge shout out to the PackTV crew for doing everything that they do, making sure that we are able to bring you the best coverage that we can. But as of right now, just a quick update, the game is still, as of right now, at a hold. We don't know yet if the game will be postponed. We want to thank you for tuning in. We could talk a little bit more about the game so far.
Yes.
We're going to talk just a little bit about it. So goaltending matches, Bolio came in, played absolutely outstanding, and you can attest to it, Logan. It just was better.
Yeah, no, he's done a fantastic job. Ritter struggled in that first period, giving up 3 goals. Bolio came in, and all of a sudden, the flow of the offense from the ice pack was just absolutely stopped. They couldn't get anything going, as Bolio was just a menace in the net.
He's a tall goaltender, similar to Daniel Toth, like a player we saw against James Madison, if anybody remembers him from the ACCHL tournament last year. I guess one more thing we could talk about quickly, Logan, is the offensive prowess from both teams. Sam Beneshevich continues his goal streak, and Parker Sarek proves why he's one of the best up-and-coming ACCHL rookies.
Yeah, he looked very promising. Even after the first couple West Virginia games, we called him part of the new dynamic duo with Riley Johnson. He's been quiet for the past several games, honestly, but coming back here with 2 goals, really just utilizing his speed to perfection, as we already knew he was the fastest skater in the ACCHL. See the fans
slowly trickling out. It is a Friday night, getting very late. We want to thank you for all the Charlotte fans that are tuning in, all the state fans as well that couldn't make it out tonight. We're going to go back to commercial. Wanted to provide a quick update on what's going on. We'll be back as soon as we can with more updates.
Wow. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward here. Wow. That's it. I'm just kidding. So on the ice right now, as far as we know, I've been texting several different people with This is a very confusing night, Logan.
It's been a very eventful night, to say the least. I didn't come in here expecting the game to get postponed, to start 30 minutes late. It's just been a very interesting night here so far.
Again, big thanks to Wade Minter, the PA announcer for NC State Hockey and the Carolina Hurricanes. Just fill me in right now. They are currently in the equipment room. I don't really know what to call it, but it's a room. And they're cutting the glass to fit the size of the pane that fell out when Ryan Kinney laid down the hit. So one is that is sharpened and everything like that.
Yep.
We're good. I mean, it's plexiglass, so sharpening, it may take a little bit. So again, we thank you for your patience. Yeah.
We've still got 10 minutes left in this second period. We still got about 30 minutes of hockey left to play, so we'll see what happens here. Again, we don't know how long it's going to take for them to get that down to the right proportions. We saw them out there with a tape measure, making sure they got the correct dimensions. We'll really see what happens, but right now the plan is for the game to continue.
At this point as well, do you even opt for a second period intermission, or do you just go straight to the third?
I would just personally go straight to the third, but again, I'm the commentator. That's on the referees, the coaches, to decide what they want to do.
Absolutely. And of course, the biggest role of commentators is to make sure that we use our talents to bring excitement to the on-ice product and make it as much about them as we possibly can. So again, we want to make sure that if we are mispronouncing any names or mispronouncing any information, to please let us know. So that way you're able to watch this game and bear with my voice. I don't really know how to call it here. But Currently, they're working the way back, and we're going to try and get a few shots of right now. They're currently putting the ice back into place. We're going to have a camera on that in just a second. Huge props to Wade Minter. Coach Gazzillo got a little bit too cold, so that's why he went off. Currently waiting on the camera to switch. There we go. So as you can see currently right now, they are changing the panel on the glass. There's Wade Minter giving a helping hand alongside the manager of the Iceplex, and it looks like one of her co-workers currently getting in on some good usage.
I'm at a loss for words. This has just been incredible. I've never had this happen for any of the games that I've broadcasted. For hockey and for lacrosse, any game that I've been a part of, I've never seen this happen, even the professional hockey games that I've been to.
I guess the biggest thing about lacrosse is nothing can really break in that besides grass. But now, I guess the biggest thing is the fact that this game is still going to happen at an unspecified time. If you have popcorn at home, just enjoy, kick back, relax. We're going to be coming back with some action right here on PackTV. We're going to allow them to actually put the glass back in place. It looks like they shaved it down to the right requirement. We're going to find out for sure, but again, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more updates.
We got the exact numbers, ladies and gentlemen. A 33-minute delay. Wow.
By far the longest one that we've had for any reason out here at the Iceplex.
Whatsoever. Zach Sawai here alongside Logan Ward, bringing you tonight's coverage here on PackTV. We were at a loss of things to talk about, Logan, there for a little bit, so it's a really good thing that these teams are back on the ice, getting ready to go. To all the fans that are still watching, welcome. We are glad to have you here. Waiting for the draw, looks like. I believe that's Parker Sarek trying to make sure that things are happening. Technical difficulties all around in the rink, our broadcast booth, and on the ice. This highlight reel is going to be very interesting.
I'm excited to see what becomes of this game going forward for the remainder of the match.
Cam Mazikowski now will handle it back. I'm surprised this ice is still relatively clean. No word yet if they will opt to skip the second period intermission. It's been a long enough break. They still need to clean the ice, but I'm not entirely sure. They may go to just a third period by itself. Cam Mazikowski will now send it all the way back. He's now back with a quick chase. That was Tirado. Smith now with a quick hit. There goes Riley Johnson, who rushes up the ice with good speed. Riley Johnson now with a quick hurry, and he lost it. Alex Robinson, again with the clear. The 49ers are still on the penalty kill.
Not a lot of penalties here. A lot on UNC Charlotte, but very few on the ice pack.
There goes Robinson. Robinson with a chance with a shot. Huge save by Bolio. Johnson now in the corner. Riley Superman Johnson, 12 goals this year. Ellis Rusher, they still keep it in, but now it's sent back out. Now with good speed, there's Morano. Morano now with a good power move. Through the middle, what a silky move. Goes head first into the boards. I'm surprised, but they're going to make a call on that for a tripping. Mazikowski hangs on to him in the corner.
Good physical defense from the ice pack there. Surprised at the call, but not too surprised. Definitely can see why it was called.
Going in on the breakaway, too. I'm surprised there'll be no penalty shot on that particular play.
So look.
That was a wild period, Logan, but we're back 4-4 tied up heading into the third. Zach Sawai here alongside Logan Ward. There's really not much left to talk about. I feel like we talked about a lot of during our pre-second period intermission, the second period intermission before the second period intermission. Can't think of any more words for that, but just to analyze the last 10 minutes of what was happened. So we had a few goals in that one. Alice Rushford, great shot from the point. Seems like a Nikita Anastratov will get the credit for that one. Looks like he bodied that one down in front. Special teams goal, power play. Talked about how it's improved tonight.
It really has been a struggle for the Ice Pack so far. They did convert on that power play, but overall they've really struggled. They've done an okay job on the penalty kill. A lot of these goals coming either short-handed or at full strength. But special teams-wise, the Pack is going to have a lot that they want to look at and improve going forward, potentially in this third period.
And of course, Charlotte ties the game as well. Miller really went around and found a great way to get this game. He took the lead. That was the fourth goal of the game for Charlotte. Talk about Andrew Miller. He's been an impact player tonight.
He's been impactful in every facet of the game, whether that be through his leadership, where he is the alternate captain. He looks really impressive out there. His offense has just been fantastic. He's found teammates through passing. Really, he is to Charlotte what Sam Beneshevich seems to be to the Ice Pack. Really just one of those leaders that they can count on no matter what in the situation.
I mean, you already took a long break, just what was going on down there. You've had so much going on in this game. What is going through the Ice Pack's mind right now going into the third period? They're fatigued. They're out of breath. They've really pushed hard towards the end of that period. They're tired. It's almost midnight. What's the message here?
They've really just got to stay together. They've got to keep it going. Undefeated season on the line. You know they want to protect that, but they really just want to continue playing their best hockey. And they've shown what they've been capable of, especially in late game. This seems to be when the Ice Pack thrive the most. But they really have to stay focused. They were really, it seemed not really in mind coming out of that break. But if they can recollect themselves, they do still have a chance in this third period.
It's going to be a big third period for sure. We're going to take a break right here on PackTV. We'll be back to talk a little bit more about the game shortly. We're back. Zach Sawai, Logan Ward here. This game has been a lot of different things here tonight, but one thing that can't be complained about, the playlist of music. I cannot complain about that one bit. And fans have really enjoyed the really good vibes that have been coming through the arena today. Talk a little bit about the fan support that has been going on today.
Well, there was an immense amount of fan support, especially in the early goings of this game. The place was packed, quite literally. But with the line spilling out the door, it was just absolutely incredible to see so many people out here supporting the Wolfpack. You know, because it's homecoming, you really just wanted to see everything, and really just the Ice Pack are a part of that apparently, and that's wonderful to see because this team means so much.
And the biggest thing with that as well is just simply the fact that we aren't going to guesstimate any numbers, but we want to say that the attendance has reached fire hazard tonight at one point before the teams went off and all that stuff happened. I don't even know what to call it anymore, just stuff. Some of the biggest things that are happening, goaltenders Joey Hall did give up 4 in this game. What's left for him for the rest of this?
He's really just got to calm down, find himself, and really just continue playing the game that he's capable of playing. In the skills competition, he came in second into the goalie competition. He has the ability to be a great goalkeeper, and he's proven it in the past. He's just got to center himself and find it because the Ice Pack really need it right now.
And the offense was pushing towards the end of that period as well. What's going to be the big key for that offense to push forward, possibly get Sam Beneshevich to get his second of the night?
Really, the key is Sam Beneshevich. He's got to step up. He always does, but really the team leans on him in these key moments because he's such a clutch player. The way that he handles the puck down and just does a wonderful job at getting the opportunities that he wants or finding opportunities for his teammates. He really is the catalyst for this offense, but the offense has to find some way to get him going too.
A lot of information to divulge. We're going to take a break here on PackTV. We'll be right back with Puck Drop.
NC State Television is the Wolfpack's new home for academic events on campus. Missed an interesting talk? Want to catch up on last week's conference? Or did your friend just give a great presentation that you have to see? Check out NC State TV on Wolf TV channel 32.1 and on our new Roku and Apple TV apps.
At Potbelly, everything you find is a little bit happier, sweeter, fresher, groovier, and yummier. Why? Because at Potbelly, we know it's never enough to just eat lunch. You gotta feed your smile. Swing by for our new turkey club, handcrafted to make you smile.
Bites Radio brings you the biggest names in EDM with the Open Mic Podcast. Hey guys, it's DJ What the Heck, and join me, Brandon Boucher, and other Wolf Bites DJs as we interview musical guests from the EDM world. Open Mic dives deeper into the artists' lives on and off stage, bringing you closer to the music. Listen to Open Mic Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and wolfbites.ncsu.edu.
Welcome back to the Iceplex. Out here as the teams retake the ice. Charlotte looking to continue the momentum that they gained here in the going into the third period. The second period was definitely a change for them. They did a fantastic job. Offense and defense improved. Their physicality was really what stood out. And again, the goalie change to Bolio changed everything for them.
It's been a very long game for sure. Huge shout out as well to some of the Ice Pack members who are up here in the broadcast booth. Just got word of the official shot count for anybody that is curious about anything that's going on. State leads in shots right now 25-24 after 2 periods. Huge thanks to some of the Ice Pack members who are up here taking notes, and really 25 shots. It's not the most that we've seen from the Ice Pack. No. There was a game against Duke last year where State shot 80 in an entire game. What does the State got to do to reach that level again, Logan?
Well, honestly, Duke last year struggled heavily with roster issues, and the Ice Pack did have a strong offense. So you won't reach 80 shots per game. That's a once in a career sort of thing. You're not going to see that very often. But their offense has the capability to get that sort of production. They just need to find themselves and regain their physical identity. They're being out-muscled by Charlotte right now, and that really is putting a damage in their game plan.
Puck drop now set once again. Salvia body down by Rushford. No call on that one, but that was the biggest hit of the game by far. And as we always say, Ellis, I'll kill you, Rushford.
I don't know. I think it's got competition from the one that actually broke the glass.
Ryan break the glass Kinney. that has a nice ring to it, Logan. I think we're going to keep that. I see him around campus sometimes. I'll joke about that with him if he knows who I am. Nikita Anastradov now on a draw against Driscoll. Greg Driscoll, my apologies. It has been a long night, ladies and gentlemen. 19:45 now left to go here in the third period. Following the game, we will have our Wolfpack out, intercepted back in front. There's Weirden. Weirden to the shot. Good save by Joey Hall. Now back into the front, Andrew Miller lost it. Anastradov will now send it back in. As we were saying, ladies and gentlemen, another hit by Anastradov. Keep on getting taken away there. Back on front, Beneshevich, and he scores! Sam Beneshevich now takes the lead for the Ice Pack, 5-4.
Again, like I was saying, they need to get him involved. Getting him involved only results in good things for this team. And he takes the lead right here for this Ice Pack team as they go up 5-4.
15 goals on the season, Logan.
Absolutely
15.
Incredible.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is only behind UNC Charlotte powerhouse Andrew Miller.
And
unbelievable.
He's had an amazing night here tonight, too. The two captains of these two teams really just doing a fantastic job. The way that they lead their teams, really, they lead by example, too, on the offensive end.
Now sent back through. There's Morano. Morano sends it back. State will take the lead after a late surge in the final period. State has taken the advantage in this particular period, waiting for the assists. Beneshevich gets the goal, as you have heard. And Estrada will get the assist on that one. He has a goal and an assist tonight. Get there. Looks like that'll be just that. Sam Banishevich's goal assisted by Nikita Anastradov. An amazing one at that. Banishevich was so patient back in the slot. In the doorstep, rather, and he really waited him out. What a great goal from the captain. Captain Clutch, as the team calls him.
An apt nickname for him.
Fans are now banging alongside the boards. Puck saying about it. There's Morano. Morano with a shot. Joey Hall makes a save, squeezes the pillows together.
We see this happen so often. It's part of Joey Hall's game style, honestly. Once he gets settled, really there's no extent to what he can't stop. He's done a fantastic job, but really it takes him time to get settled in that crease. But once he does, it's difficult to get anything on him.
Parker Cesarek, Devin Halko, Alex Robinson alongside the horizontal line of that face-off unit. Riley Johnson with amazing speed. Silky moves. Riley Johnson, and he shoots just wide of the net. There's Johnson all the way back to the point. There's Halko with a shot from the point. Good save by Bolio. Bolio's given up 2 so far tonight. Coming into this game with a .908 save percentage. Destined to go down after this one. Robinson now. Robinson hanging on to it. Sarek now. Sarek now with good speed. With a backhand shot and an amazing save by Bolio. Puck is pushed in. Werner went in and tried to tackle down. I believe that is Sarek. I don't know who they're going to throw off, but they're going to throw off somebody.
Looks as though the ref was gesturing to Werner on that one. Werner really just tackled him into the goal. It seemed like he wanted a chance to reset.
Looks like it's going to be a power play for State once again. As you saw what happened in the last State power play. Nikita Anastratov, unbelievable shot by him. Not even a shot. He just did a great job of having door front presence.
Yes. The goal is off its moorings, although it seems like it wasn't noticed until now by the referees.
Unbelievable job by Anastratov. He was basically knocking on the door in that last goal. He was like, hello, and the puck went in. Incredible, incredible job by the big-bodied Russian center. Won that one with his skate. Eric Todd will now try to find a way to get work himself alongside a point. There's Beneshevich. Beneshevich tried to make a pass to Mazikowski. He made that pass, but it went off Andrew Miller all the way back down through the neutral zone. Eric Todd now sends that one flying ahead. Cam Mazikowski now will hang on to it. Now they're sent flying back there. Sam Beneshevich now in a battle with Bolio. And the puck is sent back into the neutral zone end. Anastratov now. Anastratov with good speed through the middle. Helmet comes flying off.
Got to tighten that up a little bit.
And a great head of hair. It's always fun to see the best competitions for hair. I believe it was unofficial, but Eric Johnston won the award for best hair last year.
Yes.
And there are several people in the running. Daniel Ritter has an amazing mane of hair. You would think he's a lion with all that hair. And then, of course, you have Nikita Anastratov. Wow. Trevor Merchant now will go ahead on their forecheck there as we find a lot of things to talk about on this broadcast. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward for you guys tonight. Pack still on a power play after seems would be a roughing call taking on Phil Warner. About a minute left to go on that one as Trevor Merchant will now chip that puck ahead to nullify the icing. Tyler Alfonsetti now will hang on to it. Back to the point. There's Mazikowski with a bomb. Swallowed whole. And there's a slash. And he fights. Doesn't look like it. Well, Merchant was getting in some words right there.
Always. These two teams have been chattering all night, back and forth at each other. Bolio just with a fantastic save there as he vacates the area as soon as things get chippy.
Interesting side notes as well. Some goaltenders prefer to have lighter pads because it blends in with the ice.
Yes.
To trick the shooter into believing that what they're shooting at is in fact the open spot of the net. But in reality, it's just the pad. Interesting hockey folklore. Like I said, I need to actually have a life. As the puck is cleared back out, sent all the way flying back down to the other end, Joey Hall will collect that puck. Sent back around. Alice Rusher was not able to maintain that one. Morano chipped that puck in with 40 seconds left to go on State's power play. Unproductive in this one so far. Alfonsetti missed the pass, but he'll recollect it. There's Trevor Merchant. Merchant again to Mazikowski. Mazikowski gets it lost in between his skates. Kept back in. There's Ryan Kinney with a shot. Another save by Bolio.
Ice Pack is continuing to attack here. Getting those shots on goal. Nothing doing here so far. Taking the lead 5-4. They're still trying to run up that lead even further to give themselves a better cushion to win.
Bolio is proving exactly why he is a goaltender. He's fitting the job description, giving his team a chance to win. There's Riley Johnson. Hanging on to it, Cesarek with the pass up to Ian O'Rourke. O'Rourke now just flying high. Puck got caught high. Looks like Alex Robinson got a little piece of that. Riley Johnson, what a toe drag. That was some silk. Back into the middle. With a shot, he scores! Parker Sark with the hat trick.
Absolutely incredible play there from the Ice Pack. Seemed like everybody was involved that trip down the ice. As the offense gives themselves a 2-point cushion, Parker Sarek just did a fantastic job there as he gets the hat trick. Really haven't seen much of him since the West Virginia games, but he is showing exactly why we dubbed him a member of the new dynamic duo of the Ice Pack.
We had one of our fans down in the fan area, fan section, I don't know what to call it, tossing his hard hat in the air. That is the famous contributor of the Ice Pack Game Day account, celebrating Parker Cesarek's hat trick tonight. And we were talking a while ago, Logan, about how he needed to start being more productive. Boy, has he been productive tonight against the reigning ACCHL champions.
No, and his speed has definitely been on display. One of the things that we've talked about the most, speed and Sarek just seem to be synonymous with each other when combined.
Now hanging on to it, back in the corner, there's where Weirden. Coach Tobin Schatz throws back on his first unit for his team. Andrew Miller, Greg Driscoll, and Chase Weirden. As we were talking about, Sam Beneshevich and Andrew Miller are no strangers. Alex Vedetta with the interception, a 2-on-1 if they hurry. And there they go. Vedetta chooses to shoot, and it goes just wide. Had Drugan coming up on the other side. Vedetta using his stick vicariously. Couldn't quite get a stick handle on that. Now sent flying back, intercepted by Drugan once again. Drugan will now send it softly into Costigan. Costigan, who's quietly had a very good career at NC State. Eric Todd hangs on to it. Works his way around. Can't find anyone within the slot. Fell down, there was a banana peel on the ice. No one there to get the tripping call on. Puck is cleared back in.
The Ice Pack has continued this attack here, even though they've scored 2 to give themselves a 2-point lead here over the 49ers. They're trying to get as much as they can. Chippiness from the 49ers has given them an excuse to run up the score. The 49ers looking to get back here. And they've shown through their offense that they most certainly can. This game is far from over as we reach about 14 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here.
And Estrada with the shot off the post. The goaltender's best friend. There's Beneshevich. Beneshevich with the shot. Huge save by Bolio with the rebound. Another huge pad save. Seppi, another shot blocked back out in front. And carried back out. Delayed call on NC State. Bolio goes off of the extra attacker. White with a shot just wide. No chance of the rebound there for MacArthur. There's White. White hanging on to it. Now back to the front. No one there, and Estrada picks it up. Whew.
Quite a bit happening here. The final period of this game.
And State will be going down on a penalty to Sam Beneshevich.
Appears that will be the call.
Sam Beneshevich, I'm not exactly sure what he did, but
I believe this is the 3rd time that he's actually served in the penalty box.
He has not had a lot of penalty minutes this season. According to our resources, he's had 0 penalty minutes this season.
It appears he'll have 6 on the record after tonight, assuming he gets no more after this.
Interesting sequence of events. Pack has done decently on the penalty kills so far tonight. Specialty has been on the power play, getting 2 power play goals. Alfonsetti loses it. Is bodied down back out by Greg Driscoll. Cam Mazikowski, going through the neutral zone, has lost it. And will now clear it back out. Cam Mazikowski continuing to prove why he's one of the better players on defense. And as we talked about before, Logan, you see on Cam Mazikowski's right sleeve, he's number 18. He's missing the 1. He only has the 8 on his right sleeve. Puck is chipped out of play. This has been a hockey game for the ages, Logan.
Definitely one of the more memorable Ice Pack games up there. And there have been some really good ones. But with a 33-minute delay to replace some of the glass, starting late because of some junior hockey on the ice, definitely been one to remember.
Todd wins the draw. Kinney now has it. Ryan Kinney now slowly works it. Eric Mira now will take control of it. Puck is sent flying back out. Back to the middle. Now a chance for Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller works his way in, just goes wide. Andrew Miller was looking for the hat trick on that play. Looks like we have all the fan clubs here tonight. The Sam Beneshevich fan club. Got the Ryan Kinney fan club in the stands. The Halco fan club and the O'Rourke fan club. Ladies and gentlemen, we have fan clubs here tonight. Andrew Miller now circles the wagons, creates space with a shot just high. Great job. Chase Weirden now, the team captain for UNC Charlotte, has had a good season thus far. Mira now is throwing down his old teammate. It's kind of funny. Eric Todd now works through the neutral zone. Puck is sent flying back in. Bolia will hang on to that.
Long shot right there. Really just a test of Bolia than anything else at this point.
Parker Sarek now takes that puck away. Could we see number 4 for him tonight? Rushing up, tripped, no call on that play. Ref keeps his hands in his pockets. With a shot, Joey Hall with no problem, and the Pack go back on the power play for 43 seconds.
Joey Hall just catching that one in between his two gloves. Really just, he has stepped it up, and again, it seems that when he gets comfortable, the team just plays better. He's done a wonderful job out here tonight. But the Ice Pack have definitely come back from what seemed disastrous coming out of that break.
Shot goes just wide. Riley Johnson now has a chance to pick that puck up, get it going on the power play. And there they go. Alex Robo Robinson gets tripped up. No call on that one. Fans displeased. Players displeased. People displeased. Puck is now sent back up. There's Ian O'Rourke with good speed through the neutral zone. Back into the corner. He gets tripped up once again. Of course, it could just be those Mario Kart banana peels on the ice. They're everywhere nowadays. There's Alex Robinson. Robinson back in the corner, still waiting to make something happen. And now we have Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson looking for one of his first goals of the night. Behind to his partner in Parker Cesarek. There's Johnson. Johnson back to Cesarek. Back to the point. There's Halco. Power play over with a shot. Huge save. Robinson with the rebound and it's blocked back out in front. Now it's carried back once again. Puck is cleared back in with 10:42 left to go here. Halco loses his stick. Playing with just his skates. Back to the good old days of soccer, ladies and gentlemen. This is why they play two-touch before the games. Alex Robinson will chip that puck back into the Charlotte bench. Coach Tobin Trotz will get a souvenir for this game.
Coaches seem to be the one that strike me as the sort of people who throw the puck back onto the ice. Feel like it deserves to remain in play there.
And like I said, Logan, before the game, for any of the Ice Pack members who remember the ACCHL tournament last year, a little bit of some things happened off the camera. I was able to attend Charlotte's game. I can't remember who they were facing. I'm pretty sure it was George Washington, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember Coach Trotz being one of the most vocal coaches that I've ever seen in the ACCHL. Coach Gazilla being more of a quiet leader as Tim Healy takes the charge on most of the vocal issues. What a hit on Owen Drugan. Now the play goes back in. Mazikowski tries to get some revenge. Vedetta tried to pick that puck up with good speed. If he hurries, a 2-on-1 can be created with Matt Costigan. That can't happen, but Vedetta takes a shot anyway. Huge save by Bolio. Rushford bodies a man down. This has been a physical game, Logan.
It's only gotten more physical since the stoppage in play. I feel like these two teams just wanted to let out a bit of aggression. They're tired. It's late Friday night. I feel like both teams really just letting out a little bit of aggression at the end here.
They're sending off MacArthur. No, they're sending off Rushford. Oh, no, they're sending off both. If you ever wonder how my mind thinks, that's it. Ellis Rushford and Max MacArthur now go off the ice.
Rushford, who's done a fantastic job recently staying out of the penalty box, revisiting his second home.
Coach Gazilla wants some words with the ref. I can't tell if he's laughing or not. I don't think he is.
No, he seems to be very confused as to why Ellis Rushford received that call. Wants an explanation. Ref happy to oblige.
Well, I think they got something solved.
Would appear so.
Ellis is still in the box. Not the outcome Coach Gazilla wanted, but at least they figured out what exactly happened.
A lot of penalties out here. It was a relatively quiet game in the first period. Same can be said about the scoring. It appears Beneshevich will also be sent into the box.
Well, there you have it. You know what, Logan, we need to throw Wade Minter a party. He is doing God's work every night. Can't say that enough. If he watches this, shout out to him. Alfonsetti now with the draw. Sam Beneshevich and Ellis Rusher now sit in the penalty box. Not sure why, but hey, I mean, everyone needs brotherly bonding time, so that's a plus. Sent back at Tyler Alfonsetti. Tried to make a good forecheck play, and Greg Driscoll couldn't quite get it. Puck back into the corner. Penalty kill back out for State. Salfia will now hang on to it. There's Weirden. Now back out. There's Shriver. Shriver couldn't quite get it. Mura comes in on an icing.
Grand total of 14 penalties here so far in this game. 8 on UNC Charlotte, 6 on the Ice Pack. Relatively even refereeing for the most part.
Waiting for the draw to be taken here. NC State's road ahead doesn't get easier. State will now take on Delaware, Georgetown, Wake Forest, and Chapel Hill before the Thanksgiving break, where players can rest and reload on turkey or whatever meat they decide to eat on Thanksgiving Day. Ian O'Rourke now send that puck back into the neutral zone. And Salfia will now hang on to it back in the corner. Salfia will now lead the charge ahead. Now rushing up the ice, there's Weirden. O'Rourke with the good block with his skates. Stay back on the power play. Puck is handled around the boards. Puck is sent flying back in. Tipped out in front. O'Rourke with the good tip. Andrew Miller still waiting to find open space to make something happen. With a quick shot. Good save by Joey Hall, but left the rebound wide open. Eric Todd cannot clear that one out. Salfia to the front. Another block by Todd. Todd thrown to the ice. Puck is sent flying back out. Physical once again, Logan.
Physical play has been the theme of tonight. Again, a lot of penalties on these two teams. But the physical play has allowed for what has been a classic game here out at the Raleigh Iceplex.
There's Miller. Miller hanging out there with a shot just wide of Joey Hall. 20 seconds left to go into Ellis Rushford's confusing penalty. Shriver with a shot. Good block by Alfonsetti. Puck is cleared back out. Sam Beneshevich waiting to come back on. Alfonsetti throws down a man. That was Salfia. And there goes Will Weirden. Drop pass to Miller with a shot blocked by O'Rourke. That does it for Ellis Rushford's penalty. But Beneshevich comes on. Shriver with a quick shot. Another good save by Joey Hall. Looked a lot sharper. There's Manischewitz with a chip pass up to Merchant. Trevor Merchant lost that one. With a good chip pass. Merchant now back to Manischewitz. Can't quite find him back in the slot, and Estradov was there lurking. Another big hit. That was Seppi. There goes Morano. Morano back to the front. Tip shot just wide. Joey Hall spread out. Sepp back out in front. What an opportunity there. That was Broski. And now Seppi will hang on to it. There's Trevor Merchant with a partial break. Defender without a stick. And Estradov to the front of the net. Can't crash it well enough. Beneshevich to Merchant. Merchant with a shot. What a save by Bolio.
Despite giving up 3 goals now, matching what Ritter did, Bolio has still looked like the better goalie. His defense has been letting him down a little bit in the later goings, although their physicality has remained strong.
Once again, to all the Ice Pack and 49ers fans who are tuning into this game, we want to thank you for staying with us during that 33-minute block of time in which nothing really happened whatsoever. Just a lot of fodder. Talk about stuff. Seppi now misses a hit. Sarek now back in the neutral zone. Alex Robinson will take control of it, and he will. Through the neutral zone, what a zone entry, but they're going to call offside on that play. Riley Johnson had possession. 6-4, about 6:29 left to go here.
Just been an incredible game. Not much more to say about it. We've said everything that needs to be said. Waiting to see how this one concludes.
Coach Gazzillo has never been a fan of changing up his lines too much and has done so in good fashion tonight to replace Laith Jadala, who's out tonight with a upper body injury. Puck is sent flying back out. Riley Johnson couldn't quite collect that one. There's Werner. Phil Werner now still hanging on to it. There's Devin Halko. Riley Johnson now take control of it, now heading back through the zone. Riley Johnson looking for something to make happen. Parker Cesarek now crashing. He has a hat trick tonight. Back out to the front. Mazakowski decides to shoot. What a save by Bolio, looking for the rebound, just went wide. Parker Cesarek almost had that one. There's Robinson back in the corner. Robinson still looking for his 5th goal of the year. Sent back over. There's Devin Halko. Halko now with a good shot blocked right there by Phil Werner. Riley Johnson trying to make a bounce pass to himself off the back of the net. What a play. That was elite. There's Parker Cesarek. Now around. Try to go far side on that one. What a save. I believe that puck went just wide as well. Riley Johnson trying to make a pass over to Halko. Good forecheck by MacArthur. And play is settled down. Almost intercepted there. Halko hangs on. Silk moves are the moves today. Cesarek now will send that puck flying back in on a bit of a dump and chase. Vedetta leads the charge on that one.
Bolio has more consistently been coming out of the crease, which is dangerous if the Ice Pack can find a way to take advantage of it. More often than not, he takes a calculated risk, though, which has paid off for him tonight.
Smith with the pass back up to the point, and Joey Hall once again with the save with 4:57 left to go here.
Joey Hall, a smaller goalie, but uses his body positioning and his pads to just do a wonderful job.
Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Now, the Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. Now, there's no minimum to pick up your order as Joey Hall makes a save. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter this outstanding event, be sure to go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. And once again, that's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. Logan, I'm kind of hungry now, I must say.
It's a late night.
Alex Vedetta will send it all the way over back to Ian O'Rourke. O'Rourke decides to just flitter that puck all the way back into the corner. Now through the neutral zone on a good zone entry. That was Smith. Now there's Costigan. Costigan could have had a breakaway, but good defense by Shriver. Shriver now back to the slot. Smith now hung on to it. Costigan was swinging, looking for a chance to break out.
Looks like the Ice Pack are playing a little bit more defensively here. They've got the 2-point cushion. They want to keep it here for the remaining 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Back out with a quick shot. Joey Hall once again, larceny. What a save by him with 4:09 left to go. Surprising after that stoppage, they're not opting for a running clock, Logan.
Yeah, no, this is a very late game, but it seems like they're just going to see this one through to the end. Hats off to them for getting that plexiglass cut down to size on site just to make sure this game continued late into the night.
Tyler Alfonzetti, Devin Halko, and Ryan Kinney. Huge save by Joey Hall. Back out in front, and they score. Not much to do about that one. Chase Weirden finds the back of the net, gets this game within 1.
Not what the Ice Pack wanted to see there. Joey Hall really did everything that he could, just wound up flat on his back, unable to right himself in time.
No, I don't.
Just a great shot.
I'm not sure about typical ACCHL customs, but Josh Cannon has his helmet on, and he's stretching. I'm not exactly sure if Coach Rossetto is going to opt for a goaltending change this late in the game, but it's entirely possible.
We've seen Joey Hall have some of these late game blunders, but he's done a wonderful job here tonight. Really, you just have to play better than the other goalie, and he most certainly has done that against both Ritter and Bolio at this point.
Of course, Charlotte made a goaltending change tonight. Not surprised about that one. Devin Halko will now send that puck back. That was Davis Hudson, his line mate tonight. Alfonzetti loses it, but could have had a 2-on-1 with Merchant.
Looks like they're going to call that offsides there.
And they're not going to offer a goaltending change. Looks like Josh Cannon just got a little bit tired and wanted to move around a little bit. Joey Hall this far. Once again, Logan, we can't say Joey Hall has played bad.
No,
it's a high-scoring league.
Yes, very much so. These are two very impressive teams. When you're up against a player like Andrew Miller, you just expect that he might score, which he's done twice here tonight. He's a fantastic player, and Charlotte is a great team, defending champions.
And Estrada trying to make a power move, body down I believe that was Broski. Broski again will fly that puck up to MacArthur. Max MacArthur now the second line out for Coach Trotz. Jeremy Morano now behind the net. Mazikowski will take that one away with just about 3 minutes left to go here. There's Beneshevich. Beneshevich with a chance to make it a 3-goal lead with a shot and a huge save by Bolio. Nikita Anastratov now with a huge bodied hit. Looks like that was on Michael Ree. Eric Todd now still hanging on to it. Eric Todd now again with the zone entry. Todd with the backhand move. Still can't quite get it back to the top. Bolio will hang on, and there's some extra words exchanged. Unbelievable fighting going on, ladies and gentlemen, and per PackTV policy, I can't exactly repeat the words that are being saying in this action. But they are
continuing to struggle down there.
And this is what the fans get for that long delay. A great showing at the end. Fans are here in great spirits.
Tension's just finally boiling over. Something that was bound to happen all night with how these two teams were going at each other.
Penalties now will be assessed with 2:41 left to go here. My opinion, they shouldn't just call anything. It's already so late in the game. Good golly, it is 12:06 right now. Thank you for watching, everyone who's still watching.
Still plenty of time for something to happen here, though. It's only a 1-game differential. As we've seen, Ice Pack scored 2 goals in that amount of time in the first period. So Charlotte could have something left in the tank.
They're sending off Ryan Burke, Max MacArthur. Nikita Anastratov now heads off for State. Playing the popular middle school song, The Wobble. And if you remember that back from your day, I most certainly do.
Refs discussing what to do here in this situation. Beneshevich, of course, the representative from this team, out there right alongside Kenny. Two of them talking to the ref.
Intense smolders now from the Ice Pack players. Once again, Sam Beneshevich did not participate in No Shave November. Opted to go with the man scruff.
We now have a grand total of 17 penalties on these two teams.
Whew, Mama's not going to give them any cookies when they get back. Unnecessary penalties too late here, Logan, and they're still talking about everything that's going on. 6-5 with 2:41 left to go. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward.
What do you think are the chances of a 3-minute runoff?
Historically, Logan, I don't think we have seen a running clock this late in the game.
No, I don't assume they would change to that at this point. Not quite sure what the referees have to discuss at this point.
Just to fill you in on anything else that we need to fill you in, PackTV will not be traveling with the team next week to the University of Delaware and to Georgetown. Be sure to stay tuned with Ice Pack Game Day for all updates as possible. And if they are not able to gather a live stream feed, NC State Hockey will be tweeting out scores at the end of each period as well. So not to worry if you're not able to tune into the game. PackTV will be back covering the game as NC State takes on Wake Forest. We'll give you all the action during that game. It's going to be a good one. Zach here for PackTV alongside Logan will be there covering the game. Again, huge shout out to the PackTV crew. We have a great setup tonight. Several great different camera people as well as our director, social media people. It's been a great night. Huge shout out to everybody on the crew. Again, these broadcasts would not be possible without their help.
Takes a team to make this happen. As the refs continue to discuss what's happening here as they fill in Wade Minter.
It's
what's happening.
2:41 left to go here, Logan. And once again, I'm not entirely sure if this is necessary.
No, at this point, it just seems frivolous just to let the clock run down. It seemed the logical decision to let all these fine Ice Pack fans go home on this Saturday morning.
About 6 hours until Cartoon Network comes on with my cartoons.
Hear the Wolfpack chants filling the emptiness as the referees look like they finally have decided what's coming down as they discuss with both teams in a huddle.
Honestly, looking at this point, I think they're just probably deciding cookout orders. It has been a long night. Players are still aligning the circle and right in front of the penalty box. Wade Minter is now standing in the penalty box. I don't know what for. I don't think he did anything wrong.
Well, that's a conundrum because he would be the one to tell us. So if he's not there to announce the penalties, then really, who does?
That is true in that aspect. IcePack will be icing 6 players to begin this period. They may just be... No, Eric Todd goes off. It'll just be 5 players. We're just still trying to figure out what's going on here. Our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game is without a doubt Parker Cesarek. This is the production that we have been waiting to see from him all season so far. Great speed, great overall job, his finesse, his skill, his silk. Once again, Parker Cesarek, huge night for him.
Sarek has just done a wonderful job. Offense especially has been where we've noticed him the most. Again, that speed, really what he flashes most on those goals that he scored here today. But all-around game has just been fantastic. In transition, on special teams, he really has just been the most important factor for this IcePack.
Looks like the puck, the faceoff will be taking in the neutral zone. Just outside of the UNC Charlotte end.
Beneshevich rallying the troops here.
Sam does not look very happy at all. It has been a frustrating game to say the least, State. And it's pretty evident to say, and this is as unbiased as it gets, Logan.
Looks like we may actually have a goalie change.
Again. A double... Why are they throwing him off? Ladies and gentlemen, I am not entirely sure what is going on. And I hate to say that as a broadcaster trying to bring you into the pack. Fans are waving him off. I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to find... We're going to be finding out all this information very, very soon. Daniel Ritter comes back in the net. Not much left to do with 2:41 left to go. This is a wild game.
Really just an odd chain of events that's been happening. Can basically be used to describe the entire game here.
And once again, we have several members of the team who are scratched tonight. Probably we're going to ask what's going on with them once the game finishes. We want to make sure we bring you as much accurate information as possible. As you just saw, Bolio just went off. For whatever reason, Daniel Ritter took his spot back in the crease.
Had a referee escort, unsure of what happened.
I think we all are unsure of what happened there.
Many confused faces.
A 5-minute major now for Bolio. 2:41 left to go. The Pack will finish this on the power play. Riley Johnson now with the neutral zone. Strong zone entry from him. Taken down on a hook. No call on that one. And then again, the refs don't really want to give any more penalties out. They just give State a 5-minute power play to make something happen. Salfia now behind the net. Salfia trying to make his way to the front. Ian O'Rourke now found Robinson, and Robinson couldn't get that puck out of the zone as Ian O'Rourke will flitter that puck over to Eric Mura. Eric Mura did not have a goal in this game against his former team, but made his physical presence known, as he often does.
Having an assist as well. He wasn't quiet on the scoring front and has made his presence known on this offense, but Mura has just done an all-around great job. Laid a couple of hits on his former teammates as well.
Parker Sarek now with a good pass to Riley Johnson. RJ as the team calls him. Riley Johnson now behind the net with a shot. He scores! Top cheddar for Riley Johnson, and it is 7-5 NC State.
Just a great job by Johnson there. Finding the open lane to get it past Ritter. Ritter has just not had a fantastic night here.
You put a goaltender back in after you pulled him, and
He's going to be a little rusty out there.
There's not much else to expect. As you just said perfectly, Logan, it's a little bit of a rusty situation. Riley Johnson, now second in the team rankings. Yes. 13 goals on the year for RJ himself. Superman Johnson.
His goal streak will continue as well. I believe to 6 games now on the season.
Ryan Kinney will not hang on to that one. Trevor Merchant now behind the net. Will now circle the wagons. Riley Johnson once again. The power play will not end. That's the thing with 5-minute penalties. They keep on going. You can score as many as you can.
Sarich with the assist there.
An unbelievable night for our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. The puck is hung on by Daniel Ritter. $1:23 left to go. Once again, Logan, this game is almost as good as gone. I'm not surprised that they're not doing a running clock at this point.
Now, when you see several members of both teams in the penalty box for, I believe, what will be the remainder of the game.
Tyler Alfanzetti will lose that face-off draw. Davis Hudson now will work that puck back. Hudson, Merchant, and Kinney now align the blue line for the Pack. Tried to make sure that puck didn't go out, but it did anyway. Joey Hall with the save on a great shot by Phil Werner.
Very physical, very long game. Have to imagine that the Ice Pack will be looking forward, getting a little bit of rest here.
Alice Rushford still in the box alongside Sam Beneshevich. Once again, we are just not entirely sure about the penalties that have been taken tonight, and that's something we will be discussing in length as Trevor Merchant now will send that puck flying over to Kinney. Kinney with a shot just off of Ritter. What a save by him. As Andrew Miller now will fly that puck back ahead. Breaks free of Alfanzetti. Miller with a shot. Big save once again by Joey Hall. Joey Hall looks very physically hurt.
Looks exhausted out there.
Ryan Kinney. Kinney with a move. What a fly right there. Another big hit by Mazikowski. I thought that was Anna Stratov for a second. Mazikowski now behind the net.
30 seconds remaining here.
30 seconds left to go. 7-5. Pack will go 10-0 on the young year. Well, now the middle-aged year, rather. So working his way through. Charlotte will now be 6-4-1 on the year. Coach Tobin Strotz will have a lot to review with his team after this one. Looks like the Pack will just kill off time. They'll surround Joey Hall. 5th win of the year. And this has been a spectacular game, and that does it. NC State tops the reigning ACCHL champion, the UNC Charlotte 49ers, in a very late matchup here at the Raleigh Iceplex.
Just a wonderful game from both teams. Very physical play. Impressed by the resilience shown by both teams. They both came out blazing out of that stoppage. Ice Pack just managed to come away with a 7-5 win. Joey Hall, credit where it's due for finishing the game despite the fact that he obviously looked fatigued and or injured there to finish the game.
Players now line up for the annual post-game handshakes. This has been a game for the ages. We're going to take a break right here on PackTV, come back with our post-game interview, and alongside our player of the game, Parker Sarek. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back shortly.
In season.
It's been a wild game here at the Raleigh Iceplex. I want to welcome you back, Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about and not a lot of time. We're waiting Parker Cesarek to come out, our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. Sam Beneshevich, a very close second, but Parker Cesarek, his first hat trick in the ACCHL, just had to give it to him. Talk about both their plays tonight. In all actuality, it was complimentary of each other.
Parker Cesarek, of course, scoring the hat trick. You can't ask for much more. That's why he's our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. Really just did a fantastic job on offense. In transition, he found his teammates with an assist as well. Beneshevich just did everything that you need out of him as a veteran leader. You can't ask for much more out of those two guys. They've proven to, and again, Zarek kind of filling in for Jadala now that I think about it. Filled in for his production admirably. So that was just a fantastic game out of both of them.
Riley Johnson as well continued his goal streak tonight. Had an amazing shot tonight. Top cheese. If anyone knows what that means, it's basically just right under the crossbar on top of the net. Hockey terminology, again, I need a life. Biggest things about that, Logan, was the fact that Riley Johnson continues to prove what's going to be the case after Sam Beneshevich leaves NC State hockey.
No, Riley Johnson and Parker Zarek, they really are the future of the Ice Pack team. So seeing them succeed out here tonight really shows what the Ice Pack has to look forward to in the future.
Absolutely, as well. Cam Mazikowski had a great night as well. All the defensive core. Eric Mura, a little bit heartbreaking to see him not get a goal against his former team, but did have a primary assist tonight, so gets to go home and brag a little bit about how he had an assist. Had a good physical game as well.
Yes, laid several hits on his former teammates. Chippiness was really on edge for both teams all night long. Mura was kind of at the forefront of it, letting his teammates know that he was not to be forgotten so soon.
It was a big game, but one thing we're going to find out shortly once people come up and we're able to talk to people is what happened at the end. They threw out Charlotte's goaltender Embolio. We're not exactly sure what happened. We will find out and we will let you know. That is the biggest thing that happened in this game by far. Penalty issues were an issue, but we'll never forget when the glass broke. Ryan break the glass. Kinney is now pretty sure we're going to call him. All his teammates are going to find different names for that, but all in all, that stoppage of play, the Ice Pack coming out of that were indeed a little bit rusty. Talk about the fatigue that comes into that after you have a little bit to take a mental breather.
They really just came out sluggish. It looked like they had just settled into their break, really. And again, Joey Hall just kind of had to reset, something that he has to do. He gets settled at the beginning of each period. Really coming out of the gate, he was a little slow, let Charlotte get 2 quick goals, but that was all that they would get. Really not much more to say about that. They just came out sluggish, but they managed to regain the composure in the third period, getting commanding victory over Charlotte.
And one thing we talked about a lot is in our keys in the past was the fact that State has had issue putting their foot on the gas in the beginning and taking their foot off the gas at the end. Yep. But tonight it seems as if they took their foot off the gas in the middle was their biggest issue tonight. But in terms of energy-wise, what does this mean going into next weekend's doubleheader on the road?
I don't really know what this means energy-wise for them. I know they're going to be fatigued because this was such a long night, but really this was an anomaly. You're not going to see this every time. A 33-minute intermission just out of the blue, 10 minutes left in the second period. You hopefully don't see that very often, but it's circumstances like that and the Ice Pack still coming out on top that really proves why they're such an up-and-comer in the ACCHL.
Now 10-0 on the young year. Charlotte goes to 6-4-1. NC State sticks comfortably atop of the Carolina East Division standings in the ACCHL. Not exactly sure if they're sitting on top of the ACCHL right now. Waiting to hear some more stats on the University of Virginia, which is typically a powerhouse team. A lot of things to come out of that. There's not much left to talk about, Logan, so we're going to take a quick break right here, wait on our player of the game, Parker Zarek, right here on PackTV. It's been another late one here at the Raleigh Iceplex. I want to welcome you back here to PackTV. Zach here alongside our player of the game, Parker Zarek. Parker, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good myself. It's been a long one for sure. But the first thing that a lot of people have been asking about on Twitter and all over social media, did you happen to see what was going on in that second period in terms of breaking the glass and how long that took and really any of the penalty issues towards the end with their goaltender?
I think that kind of just got us off our game. Really, once the glass broke, we were already having a bad period, and then we came back out and we're flat again. Finally got our legs back in the third, but yeah, a lot of distractions. You kind of just got to work through it. It's a long season. There's going to be stuff like that happens, but we were weathered through it and ended up with a win.
Yeah, some really good speed rushing up the sides as well. In terms of improving for the season, getting ready, what sort of work did you put in your skating strides and your overall speed, winning, of course, the ACCHL fastest skater?
I just like to go out there and, you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy what you're doing, but definitely stuff like, suicides and like skating laps at the end of your practices and stuff like that definitely helps. Working in the gym and stuff like that, applying metrics, anything like that really helps, I feel like.
In general, tonight, this was your first hat trick in the ACCHL, coming off a really good productive season so far. Carrying this into the road trip next season against Delaware and Georgetown, what is the sort of mentality your team has heading into next weekend?
Just keep building off of, especially this period. The season and all, I feel like there's no team in the league that we can't beat if we play to our potential, but we just got to be consistent every game, every period, every shift.
More importantly, explain the fire hat so far.
It's our player of the game hat, ignore the Firehouse subs part of it, but yeah, so player of the game, I guess. It's pretty exciting.
Thank you, Parker, for joining us here. Coach Gazzillo will not be joining us tonight. We'll be sure to be talking to more of him very soon. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight on PackTV. Signing off for Logan Ward, I'm Zach Solai. We'll see you in 2 weeks as NC State takes on Wake Forest right here on PackTV.